You're not playing characters. You're being you, and he's being him. It's not like you're playing Steve Dave and Fanboy, but you're just using the catchphrase from that as a.
But that was my argument in the very first one.
But it's a good hook because anybody who might not know the name of Bryan Johnson Walter Flanagan, if you don't catch those people, hardcore USQ people, you'll also just get people who are like, oh, tell him Steve Dave. That was in that movie, I think. Go and check it out, blah, blah, blah. Why are you fighting the Steve Dave thing, dude? That's like Nimoy fighting Spock in the 70s, dude.
Tell him why.
What is it?
What? Thought it was pathetic in a way.
Oh, I don't think so.
Pathetic enough. Like, I don't want people to be like, hey, don't forget me, fucking Steve Dave, right? Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. It's like every fucking show we do. It's like a train pulling out. It always starts out slow and then it kind of like builds in intensity as it goes on, I think. But in my, you don't think so?
You comparing this to a train? Anybody who hears that, there's a potential that you could have a relationship with one of the cast members, that's a great little, caveat, isn't it? To, you go in there going, I could actually bed fucking Q.
Well, I'll tell you what.
If I'm a good listener.
He's on a podcast.
Yeah. He's on a free podcast? And he'd fuck me? What an honor.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. I'm Bryan Johnson and I'm here with Brian Quinn.
Hello.
And Walt Flanagan.
Yo.
The reason Walt sounds so unenergetic is because this is about the 8th time that we've started this. One beginning resulted in an argument and being called an anti-Semite. And are you okay with this opening?
So far it's good.
Is it good for you?
Yeah. Can't tell you how many people have come in the store and told me that they think that we are like an old married couple.
You know who is the first person to say that I remember is Jen, Kevin's wife. Kevin's wife said that to somebody else. I was at this party over at Kevin's house and we were talking about you for some reason, and this is years ago, and the girl Jen was talking to said, well, who's Walter? And she said, oh, it's Brian's friend from Highlands. When they get together, they're like an old married couple. They bicker over everything.
Now, do you think that's a compliment, or should we try to change, or should something change then? I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
Why do you want to see the fucking pod ratings go through the floor? That's what people love the most.
That's what's doing it.
People seem to like when we disagree and go back and forth.
But did that make us seem like we're married, though?
I didn't think so. I mean, unless everyone's exposure to married couples are that's all they do is fucking bicker like Lockhorns.
If we didn't have to have sex, I guess I could be married to you. I bet you I wouldn't get questions.
Well, what if I was the bottom?
Totally, absolutely ridiculous. Like, should I go to the bathroom now before we go? Those kind of questions. You never hear guys ask each other those kind of questions.
I probably wouldn't ask you.
Should I go to the bathroom now, or should we wait? Or should I wait?
You mentioned that same thing about a parking place.
Yeah, and should I park here or should I park? Where should I park? We would never ask each other those questions.
No, the car would just be parked.
Yeah, and if I had to take a piss or you had to take a piss, we just go take a piss. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about it.
Nah, it would be understood.
Well, I think that is.
I don't know. I have no idea. But do you have short, little tolerance for that kind of crap, like that little shit?
No. But I just find I do question the question more than the actual question, though. Like, why would she ask?
Yeah, like, why don't you
go
just
to the bathroom? Why wouldn't you just go or make that own decision? Why would you even question that?
Because you have only the information that she's going to give you, so she has to give you more information than that. If she's like, well, I drank a gallon of water.
If I say no, are you really not going to go to the bathroom?
See, you probably have it within you to really take the reins in your marriage and just be like a dictator, domineering. You might be missing out here.
But if
you could tell her when to piss and when not to piss,
no, she's just asking my opinion. Do you think it's a good idea I try to go now, or should I wait?
Does she ever ask you about number 2, or it's always a piss?
I don't know what it is.
She just is very general. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah. That's just a question that I don't think would ever come up in our marriage.
Nah. What do you think we would bicker about most?
Probably your drug use.
You think so?
Yeah. You're fucking getting too high. You're not paying attention to me.
Come on, baby. Just roll me another one. Roll me a fatty. Well, because the other day you came over to the house, and it was later at night. It was like 9:30 or 10-ish.
I needed to take a picture of you and your girl because I was having
a reference photo.
Yeah, reference photo because I was having a hard time with this particular pose.
I'll say it for you, honey.
And I called you up. It was like 9. It wasn't that late. It wasn't 10 o'clock.
I thought it was like between 9:30 and 10, somewhere in there. 9?
No, it was 8. It was 8:15.
No, I don't think it was that early. All right, let's say it's 8:15. I'll give you 8:15.
I got to your house in 20 minutes.
Holy fuck, you all like a married couple?
Because I want to get on the record. It wasn't 10 o'clock because at 10
o'clock drugs are okay. 8:15.
8:10, he's fucking flying like a kite.
Right. Well, he came over to take the pictures, but you didn't even say anything that night.
No, because I was scared if I said anything, maybe that you guys would go fucking go on a drug fucking rampage.
Madness.
like all of a sudden from behind, I see her with a fucking candlestick ready to bash my skull in.
That's right. What are we playing Clue at the time? Suzanne did it in the kitchen with a candlestick.
He's a fucking narc, Brian.
I was actually thinking
those helicopters are following us.
We gotta kill him, Suzanne.
I said that to. I did ask her that. I was like, I wonder what Walt would do if, like, when you came into the house, you saw us, and she's like, he's been lying to us the whole time, like out of nowhere, and I'm like, I know it, bitch. I'll fucking take care of it. Like, what's your move? Do you trust me enough that you're like, oh, let me just take these pictures, or do you hightail it out of there?
I wouldn't believe a word you said. I wouldn't know. I'm assuming, you're fucking around.
Like, how did we look? Like, what was it that?
You guys look like.
And it's not like we're fucking heroin addicts or anything.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have much experience with heroin addicts, but the couple experiences I did have, heroin addicts and you and your girl have the same eyelids.
Really?
They look like they weigh about 5,000 pounds.
We were just really tired.
Yeah, you guys are just really
fucking so much.
Your eyelids looked as if like the weight of the world was on top of them. But like that was the case though. The last 4 times I saw you.
Well, maybe I just have heavy eyelids.
No,
it's not like that now.
I don't think so.
What happened when I called you last night, dude?
What happened?
I called him last night, and he's like,
"What time was it?"
It was before 9 because I don't like
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It was 8:15.
And I was like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" He's like, "Hey." And I was like, well, what are you doing? Yeah.
Well, I was actually, I took something that legitimately prescribed medication.
What does it do? Does the same exact? Does this prescribe?
No. It just made me tired. But what the problem with it was that I had some alcohol as well. And I'm not really a big drinker.
The doctor advised that, right? Take this medication with alcohol, right?
This doctor that lives in Highlands. Dr. Feelgood.
When I call and I hear you like that, I know I'll talk to you tomorrow.
But, I mean, you can't say the last 4 times. Like, when I come down here, because I don't go driving around if I do something and...
Good on you.
But, well, I'm not
looking
you don't
for fucking drive around.
I'm not looking for pats on my back.
You can't even open your eyes.
It couldn't be the last.
Pat yourself on the back for that one, brother. Hey, I don't drive when I'm fucked up.
I would if I had said
Why
that.
isn't anybody fucking saying something about that?
I got that, and I got Debbie and Walt together, and nobody will give me my fucking props.
Oh my lord!
No, I'm simply saying the last.
That's your defense.
The last 4 times you've seen me haven't been.
Yeah, you haven't been. Yeah, you're right. You haven't been driving the last 4 times I saw you.
Right, so it couldn't be that. It couldn't be. I was very clear-headed last time when I came down for the podcast.
What? The last podcast?
The quote-unquote live one? Yeah.
You were not. You were fucking. You were like. You were like a powder keg. You're
At the
fucking
end.
yelling and getting mad at everybody. Fucking going out there. I'm like, what's he doing out there? And Suzanne, he is smoking a joint outside.
It was supposed to be a party, though, Walt.
She was
It was supposed to be a party atmosphere.
she was out of it a little bit. Tipsy.
But she was drinking wine with Stacy. Quinn.
This was a party atmosphere, huh?
I was having fun.
Well, the only one who wasn't
Right.
in a partying mood was.
Why? I don't
was
see
Walt.
Ming. He wasn't. He didn't have a drink or was
parties. No, he didn't. But if we had had beer or something, he may have. He's
he
a
was
beer
sitting right here.
aficionado.
We had beer right in the right behind him. There was a case
it's
of
piss
beer.
warm though. He's not going to drink that.
Put some ice in it.
Look, tell him, not me.
I don't have enough energy to do it though. But as I drove away, I was like, maybe an intervention. I should contact that show. But I'm like,
I would be,
you know what?
Well, that's good to hear.
I got to see more. Maybe when he's driving, maybe then I'll. If he starts driving, then I'll think about that intervention.
I got the comic. Now I got the auction. There's no way I can figure out intervention.
I can't tell my wife. I can't be like, I gotta work on this intervention. I'd be like, that ain't gonna fly. He's gonna have to figure this shit out himself.
Make me sound like I'm Jim Morrison without any sort of talent or looks.
Well, I'm just saying, the last 4 times I saw you over the course of 10 days, you were out of it.
So the 60% of the time that you didn't see me.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you weren't at any point in that 60% of the time. I'm sure you were clean, cold, straight, sober.
I got really fucked up before the dance with my niece. No, I don't do anything if the kids are around. My sister's kids, all 3 of them. So, if they're around, which they have been, I don't, obviously. I get no pat on the back for that. I don't drive and I don't do it around little kids. Pat away.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
Thank you.
Another pet peeve of mine, though, is people who brag about how fucked up they were.
Oh, right,
a lot of people do it, and I'm always kind of like scratching my head and go, this is not an accomplishment. Anybody can fucking do this. All you got to do is be an asshole.
So,
and you can get in that state. Why are you bragging about it?
You're talking about younger people, right?
Oh, there was people in the store the other day, older than me,
Quinn,
who were talking, and they were like, "You were so fucked up last night." I know, and they're talking about about their the previous nights, and I want to be like, "You fucking idiots are pathetic."
Like you sound juvenile, but that's one thing I don't do though. Like you would never have to worry about that. In fact, I thought I had you hoodwinked when you came over.
I'm not. I know.
I really did.
You were so fucked up. You actually thought nobody would notice. but a lot of people though love to tell people how fucked up they were. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I agree. But you're talking about people who are young and did stupid shit.
It's not just young. It's not just young. It's all people. It's all ages. Nobody. It's not just a young.
Fun for all ages.
It's not just a young person's thing.
Well, it's an ignorant person's.
Getting drunk or bragging about it?
Bragging about it as if you have accomplished something. Like, I can't believe I fucking made it home that night.
See, you don't hear that from me either.
That's.
Wish you didn't.
Yes, I feel like saying it. It's too bad you did.
I wait until they fucking bought a couple things and you're like, all right, fine. So how drunk were you? Yeah, I don't understand that either. But definitely the frequency of that drops as.
Well, I don't know if you are a guy who doesn't brag about that because you probably wouldn't brag to me because it would be falling on deaf ears. But you've never went to somebody another stoner or whatever, and we're like, this shit got me fucked up.
I'm talking about the quality of a certain strain of weed or something.
You know what I'm talking about. That fucking bravado of getting blottoed. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know the tone of the voice, the inflection. You know what I'm talking about. Don't play it off as if you don't know.
No, I'm not saying that. So you're asking me, do I do that with other people?
Have you ever done that?
Have I ever done it? Probably when I was younger.
You always want to say it's younger.
Well, what the fuck? I'm going to sit here and say I haven't matured since I was 16?
So I'm in the store one day. I'm in the Jay and Silent Bob's working behind the counter.
Okay, 35 Broad Street, Red Bank, New Jersey.
And I'm the only one in the store. No other people are here. And this lady comes through the front door. And I look up and I see her and I say, "How you doing?" I knew I recognized her. I just didn't know where. You know the story I'm telling?
No, I don't.
I told you the story.
Did you?
Yeah. And
Grandma? Is it you? Grandma, what was it like?
So the lady goes,
Grammy.
"You don't recognize me, do you?"
Uh-huh.
And one of my grandmas I haven't seen for a while. So I was like, "Yeah, I recognize you." But I wasn't
You're
sure who
lying.
it was. No,
Well,
I
you
knew I
recognize her, but
recognized
you don't know who she is.
Right.
Okay.
So she goes, "You really don't recognize me, do you?" And and that's when I knew. I was like, and I almost said it. I was like, "Yeah, you're my grandma."
Holy God.
But
It was Kevin's mom.
but it turned out it was my guidance counselor. From high school.
What was this?
A couple years ago.
I remember you. I vaguely remember you telling me this. Are you my grandma? Oh, God. If only
How
it
would
went
she
that
have
way.
thought of me if I had said that?
I mean, she would be like, he's destroyed his brain with drugs with Mary Jane and keggers.
Mary Jane. I know.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh, God, it would have went so much better if you called her grandma.
But she caught me
went
and
in for the
saved me. She saved me, and she goes, "Oh, I'm your guidance counselor." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I know who you are."
It was a Corsi?
I don't remember her name right now.
It was a Corsi or
A to F.
one of
I
the
mean,
two.
well, A to whatever. She was A
Yeah,
to...
she was Miss Corsi.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Grandma, just embrace her.
What would her face have been like if I had said that, though? It would
I
have been
don't
like
know.
a stunner. The last thing she would have thought coming out of my mouth when she said, "You don't recognize me."
Probably, yeah. I mean, like, oh, aren't you the lady that works across the street at like Zebu? Or, oh, wait, you live a couple doors down. Never like a fucking one single tear running down his cheek. He's like, "Grandma."
I wasn't
Just,
crying.
"Grandma." Walking toward flailing arms and shit. She just starts screaming,
I told my wife when I got home.
feeling for the door behind her. Oh, what Debbie say?
She was just like, she just shook her head and she goes, "You're not serious." I was like, "No, I really thought it was my grandma."
Oh, God, that's sad.
That is fucking genius.
I had a pool party.
You had a pool party?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I get the invite to that?
It was kind of like for kids.
You know, for kids.
It was like a kids' pool party. You don't
It was
have
like a
any kids.
family
So
pool party.
I could have brought one of my nephews, I guess, or my nieces.
I would even say it was for kids. I would say it was more of a family pool party, like people that have like
Families.
Yeah.
You guys
Not
are like my
loners and
family.
shit.
Well, I'm not going to develop a family if.
You know what?
Trust me, it was very stressful. This party.
There's a lot of eggshells to walk on.
Yeah, but I'm not a guy that steps on eggshells. I'm all right.
No, but the stress level gets high. So
Well, stress level started like as I was being invited to it. He called me at home and he said he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a pool party." This
I
is
wouldn't even call it a party. Really, what I got this water polo set with two nets and a ball. And I really wanted to play it again. And I want to play it against my two little daughters. I want to play it against somebody I could really throw the ball at 100 miles an hour and try to score on.
Yeah, so he's like, "Bri."
Yeah, so I invited Brian to come over. And I knew it would be hard to be like, "Hey, man, let's go in the pool and play ball together." It's kind of sound weird. So I'm like, "Come over and bring the kids over. We'll make a day of it."
Right.
And that's what I did, just so I could kind of get utilized this purchase.
Did it work?
I mean, we played
Barely.
for literally less than 2
The
minutes.
kids were in the pool the whole time. It was annoying.
Yeah, it was strange though. But first I get the call at home and he says like, "Hey, you want to come over for," I don't think he actually used the word party, so I'll go with you on that.
Hey, it wasn't a party.
But he goes, "What kind of snacks do you like?" I go, "What do you mean?" Like, you know,
Yeah, what do you mean?
like, yeah, what do you mean? I didn't know if he meant like, you know, what
that's a hard
kind of
question to
party is this? You know, I don't know if he means like crudité type shit or hors d'oeuvres, but it was
on.
bag stuff, you know. We were limited to 2 bags per family.
What do you mean? Like
And then-
what you could bring?
No,
what I was gonna
what
buy.
he was going to buy.
2 bags per.
I'm not going to just. My theory was I wasn't just going to buy everything under the sun in hopes that they like it. I'm not going to go out and do that because it's like I'm not going to waste it on pretzels if no one eats them.
He starts chiding me as if I had done this before, like in the yeah. He's like, he's like, you know, like we don't eat this crap, so like I'm not going to just buy it and then like nobody eats it. As if I was like, well, get one of everything, Walt, you know? So then he's like, well, what do you guys drink? And I said, well, you know, iced tea. I guess I felt pressure. Like the pressure was on because I'm like, well, what are the kids like? What will they drink? I said, how about just like iced tea? What kind? I said, Snapple. Yeah, I should never have went top shelf. I shouldn't have. And I hear his wife Debbie in the background being like, "Just why are you being like that? Just whatever they want, just tell them."
Yeah, she says that when like because she gets all nervous when I'm actually going through what she wants me to do.
Right.
Because then she's like, "Oh, it sounds bad if we want a fucking final decision on what to buy, so we're not wasting $100 on shit no one drinks or eats."
Mm-hmm.
To me, I was like, they're close enough friends with me. I could be like,
stop wasting food I haven't bought in theory.
Just cut to the chase, man. What do you like? What will you drink?
But then I did cut to the chase, and it was
$1 million
argued
on this crap.
What an invitation!
I'm so not sorry I didn't get this call now.
Oh, it was stressful.
See, I would have brought stuff though.
I didn't want him to
suggested
bring
that.
anything though.
Oh, so you
But I heard his head almost.
I was planning on buying it all, but I just want to make sure I'm not buying stuff that they don't want. I'm not, because my wife's like, "Well, just get one of everything," and I'm like, "Bullshit! We're not going to buy one of everything."
Right.
Not for them. And it was me. The people that came over was me, Suzanne, my niece Autumn, the older one. She's like 13, and then my little niece, of course, Sage. But the accusatory as if like we were going to waste it, and then
I feel like why do you have a family with nieces and nephews, but I don't have a family with nieces and nephews?
you wouldn't have gathered them up. You wouldn't have done it.
I might have.
You wouldn't have done
Why
it.
would
I asked
I
him if
do
you
that?
would. He said you wouldn't have. So,
Oh, bullshit.
When I had
what kind of snacks are you going to get him?
it's a little, when I had my 30th birthday party, I don't know if you remember, it was like a catered affair and stuff like that.
Oh, we remember it.
Yeah.
So, remember that was the first time you had to bust out the blazer in quite a while. Yeah. Remember we had to wear blazers too.
Yeah,
it was fancy.
It was a
shit.
fancy like at a country club, and I invited you.
like I said,
Don't feel bad. The last time I got invited to a party was 11 years ago.
1994 was my last party.
Okay.
And then this one, I don't even know I say this was a party.
Well, what constitutes a party? It was us, and then it was the other guy that works here, Jeff, his wife, and his daughter.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a party. You're right.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Yeah, you're right.
And then, no, you know what? You didn't call it a party. You called it a barbecue.
No, it wasn't a barbecue.
At first, you said a barbecue.
Yeah.
First, you said a barbecue, and then he said, I don't have a grill. Can you bring a grill over? And Edgar had just gotten a grill, but it's like a $1,200 grill that I could have borrowed from him, but I don't think it was a good idea. So I was like, fuck it, then we'll have pizza. And I hear Debbie saying on the other end, she's like, who has pizza at a barbecue? It's just easier. We're going to have pizza.
That's how it became a party.
That, I guess, a pizza party, pool party. But we got over there, and it was a nice affair. It was nice.
See, like,
but I mean, I can't even walk through the door before he started bragging about a repair that he made on his swing. Like they have one of those swings that, what would you call that? It's like a swing. A couple people can sit on it. It has like that covering on it. A porch swing.
Right.
Porch swing. You see that? I fixed that. He says, because the wind blew it into the pool and it was literally like an S hook that hooked the swing to the frame. And then he's like, this old lady didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. So I went in there and
it makes you sound like I'm talking about my old lady. No, I'm talking, I had to go to a hardware store. And in the local hardware store, some old lady was in there. And she didn't know what the piece,
she didn't know what an S hook was?
No, it wasn't an S hook. I know why he's saying that. It was like it was a piece that had to hold the canopy on. So I actually had to go into the hardware store by myself and just maneuver amongst a million fucking screws and find the right screw, the right thread, the right thickness, and the right length.
Okay.
But by myself, and I just did it. And I
You bought a screw by yourself.
But then I had to put it in and make sure. It wasn't as simple as it sounds. I know it sounds simple, but it really wasn't.
It doesn't sound simple.
I looked at it. It looked simple. He was very proud of himself, though.
All right, good.
But I know that feeling. I know that feeling of because I'm not handy either.
I'm not a handy guy.
Yeah, so when you do something that's kind of handy a little bit, you're like, oh, like you start you get arrogant and shit.
Yeah, I can fix my car now.
Disassemble an engine, yeah.
I'm gonna do my brakes. Who do you think makes the biggest faux pas at the party?
The faux pas. Yes.
I don't think it was Jeff.
Who do you think it was?
Brian.
No, it was my niece, the little one.
No, it wasn't. It was Brian.
Well, he seems to not be able to help but irritate.
But it wasn't an irritation.
It wasn't irritation. It was just like his lack of consideration.
Some might say. Others might not. I wore a sleeveless shirt because it was so hot out, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to take. See, I thought I was being considerate because I wore a shirt with my bathing suit. So when I went in the pool, I wasn't going to expose.
When you got a fucking Nazi tattoo,
Right.
and you have Jewish fucking guests at the pool, maybe you should wear fucking short sleeves instead of sleeveless.
No. So just to clarify, it's not like
It does seem like the smart move to me.
Just to clarify, it's not like I'm Ed Norton in American History X where I tear my shirt open and I have a fucking swastika on my chest.
Put your mouth on the curb.
To say that it's a Nazi tattoo is accurate in as much as it is the cover of War of the Undead #1, which Walter drew to honor my friend.
Oh, okay.
My friend's art, something we did together.
Yeah, but
it's a Nazi zombie.
And the world, like I said, the world knows immediately what that Nazi zombie is from War of the Undead.
You would have to be.
It's like having Spider-Man on your arm.
But the guy that works in
Mona
the
Lisa.
store, the guy that works in the store that has seen it
Right.
100 times, thousands of times maybe,
Jeff's wife?
he would know. Not Jeff's wife, no. Yeah, I mean,
I had to defuse that bomb quick.
Really? What'd you say?
I was like, oh,
Brody's
yeah.
dying. Let me distract in any way
Brody.
possible. Yeah.
I had to go with that awkward, like, oh, did you see that tattoo from our comic book? Because I knew that she was staring at it.
Was she staring at it? Like she
Yeah.
was.
I didn't see her staring at it. And the other thing is, I did try to defend it because the actual, it's not even a swastika. It's half of a swastika that you can kind of see peeking out of his cap. And before I got the tattoo, I conferred with several Jewish friends of mine that I was like, is it like, I don't want to offend people, but it's the art. That's what the picture is. So like I said, it's not Ed Norton
So
with a
those
giant
three
swastika
Jewish
on the
friends
chest.
speak for 100 million people?
Or should I have gotten everyone's opinion on what I should fucking do with my own fucking tattoo on my own body with something that I wrote and you illustrated?
No, of course not. But then at least some sleeves on when you're at a place that people might be not take it
that's the
properly.
thing. That's how little I think about
Other people.
how well that and not other people. No, because by virtue of the fact that I had a shirt on, I was thinking of other people. But that's how little I consider it to be like, here's something that I stand for, like fucking anti-Semitism or something.
I know you don't. I know you don't. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff.
But
But
you
don't
wanna know
assume that everybody knows what the fuck it is.
as A-hole is diffusing this bomb that I fucking lit, you know what Jeff said to me? He goes, I don't care about that. I work for Hitler. What the fuck do you think I care? Those are his exact words.
No.
Are you calling me Hitler?
Yeah, you didn't hear him say that?
No.
Yeah, that's why I laughed. He goes, that doesn't matter. I work for Hitler.
That's not right.
I don't think he's ever seen or seen a documentary on fucking Hitler. Then if he thinks I'm
Probably
Hitler.
not. Yeah. I
Hitler
mean,
was rough.
Yeah,
Hitler was
I think
rough,
he
as we learned.
I think he's a little rougher than my fucking.
we should double check with Frank number 2. See who's nicer, Walter or Hitler.
My wife was very complimentary of Brian this time. There was no
Yes,
Twice in a row now. Wasn't
What
she?
was the other time? Oh, when I was sweating like a fucking pig cutting their couch apart. and shit.
Maybe that
Yeah, I mean, of course she's gonna fucking throw me some fucking compliments and shit there.
And she said the best is that he stayed the right amount of time.
I didn't overstay my welcome.
How long did you stay?
I don't know, like
5 hours.
Oh,
No, not even
4 and a
4
half,
hours.
maybe
Yeah,
4
yeah.
hours, 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, went in the pool and played with the kids. I let Walt fire the fucking ball at me a couple times. We played a
took
little
couple
water
shots of
polo.
water polo, and it was a good day.
And then,
See, that's like that in that kind of atmosphere. I don't I'm not like sullen or withdrawn.
you mean your family versus complete strangers? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that could have to do with. But at one point there was some unpleasantness in the pool.
Oh.
I had vomit in the pool. Which Walter got blamed for. I wasn't the asshole at the party.
Well, who threw up?
He threw the
In
ball.
fact, that seemed more offensive to Silverman and his wife than any Nazi tattoo I might have. Was like Walt turned and it caused this wave, and their daughter, who's 4, got all this water in her mouth, and she started crying, and then was like, "Ugh," and threw up all this pizza into the pool.
Oh.
And I got to say, I was like, I told Suzanne later on, I was very surprised at how you fucking dove right into the thick of it. Like he was in the pool with that pool skimmer and skimming out all this fucking vomity crust and shit, and like dumping it over the edge. I didn't think you would.
I wouldn't be able to go back in that pool.
Yeah, I got out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
I got out.
human.
That's what ruined the party for me. Otherwise, I would have been there till 10:30 at night.
Have you ever gone into the ocean?
Yeah, but I don't like swimming in general. I'm not a swimmer.
It's like, if you've been in an ocean, I think you've swum in a lot more than fucking some
Agreed.
pizza that went
I was thinking that when I was
went down about 10 minutes ago. That, you know,
Yeah, but
10 minutes ago, it
Like
was
crab shit and fucking jellyfish shit.
Agreed. That's why I don't like swimming in general anyway.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I know it. Because I was feeling like you, Quinn. Like on the way out, Walt was like, because all our snacks weren't gone. And there was a little bit of Snapple left, and he's like, why don't you take it? And I was like, he's testing me. He's testing me. He wants to see if I'm going to just take this stuff. And he'll be like, oh, what fucking bad form, taking snacks that he didn't even buy.
No. Because I want you to take, because I'm not going to need drink. You know I don't eat or drink any of that stuff.
But I thought maybe your kids might like it. I mean, in fact,
if my kids might like
you
it-
had Snapple at your house, because when I was cutting that couch up, you gave me
my
one of those
daughter likes
little Snapples.
plain Snapple. She don't like peach, though.
That was the big complaint with the Snapple. He was like, how many bottles of this am I supposed to buy? You know, because I said, well, they come in like the half-gallon thing. Oh,
I want it to be. I want it to be perfect, like in terms of how much I spend on it. No waste, like a green party. You know, no waste.
I like the angle.
Except the peanuts that blew all over. I thought that was kind of a strange, like, because Jeff got that same call, I guess, to request the snacks. And
you weren't the only one who got that call.
Right, and his daughter was. Did you give him a hard time too?
Oh, sure, because it was like peanuts.
I was like, I would have never requested something
on
like that.
100-degree weather, you know, all cotton mouth and everything.
All salty about it. Maybe that's why she threw up in the pool. She had too much fucking salt and shit. And if it was your daughter, actually, that said that, do they want the crunchy cheese doodles or the puffy ones?
Oh, yeah.
She's a good little hostess, that one. Yeah, heard her in the background over Debbie's fucking protest of your fucking bullshit with like, why do they got to drink Snapple?
I thought I could just make him like, you know, just buy a pack
powdered
of
shit?
the powdered stuff.
I see. Right.
He's on a budget, this guy.
Not the Johnsons.
Always.
Well, don't ask me what I want. And then, all right.
Well, if I like, just say iced tea. Iced tea would have been like it. You know,
Right, but there's certain iced teas I don't like. And
throw it
then,
on. Oh, there's certain iced teas you don't like.
holy shit, don't even fucking start that. No way. This guy, ooh, wait, there's a seasoning on this fry. Don't give me that shit.
Q, you're definitely in next one. You know, I'm ousting somebody for the next. Someone's not getting
Jeff's out.
That girl that,
Yeah.
the girl that puked up all over the place. It's nice to hear, too, that I'm on the good list now.
Yeah, you're not on the shit list no more.
It's, let's see. How old are you when you're in first grade? You're like 6?
I mean, you guys are the family guys.
6, so 34, so 30. So I've only been trying to win your lady's approval for 36 fucking years since I've known her since first grade.
But you can fall off that list in a heartbeat,
Right.
though.
You got to be careful. You can't fuck this up now.
Right, I'm never going back. I'm going to retire.
I like Walt Flanagan's One True Three.
No, because it's not going to be me every week.
Yeah, but you're the.
But you're the host.
Yeah.
You're the host
How
of
can
the
I be
game
the
now.
host? I'm just going to be listening.
Because
just
you're
like
going to
you
be
guys.
telling, you're going to be, when the person comes on, you'll introduce them. You'll be like, all right, well, we're here with Ming Chen today. Ming, where are you from?
Yeah.
You know, like
All
a little
right,
bit
so
of that
Walt's
kind of
One
thing.
True Three. Take this shit to fucking Game Show Network.
And you're fucking not getting cut in at all, bitch. El Zupas monkey, fuck you. Lots of winners on this show today. Fucking all sorts of people coming up.
If
with
you're listening, you're a winner.
Yeah, that's true.
No losers here.
Nope. 1 True 3.
Q,
Yes.
are you ready to play One True Three?
I am ready.
Okay, the object of this game. The object of this game is to tell us 3 things. It would be great if they were things that deep dark secrets that you never told us before.
Right.
Only one has to be.
But yeah, only one of them. But if the true thing was something that you've hidden from us,
Right.
and you never wanted to get out to the world, that would be really awesome.
Okay.
Don't let it be something stupid though that nobody cares about. So really.
Because we made such a big deal about it that
Right.
if you don't hear it after this,
It's gotta be something
Quinn
like-
fucked it up and he's lame.
Yeah, it's got to be something. It's got to be something worthwhile now. After everyone's gone through a lot of fucking effort to get this fucking thing rolling. Don't fucking.
I feel a little bit
Blow it with this fucking-
like
with
Johnson behind the fucking counter right now, like being
Having
asked half
an
a
anxiety
question. Yeah. Jesus.
1, 2. Wait a minute. Cut
1
that.
True 3.
1 True 3.
Okay. First story. Is one time. I'm telling it like they're all true, right?
Yeah.
Like one time.
Oh my god! This is the simplest
He's like
fucking
mentally
rules.
I'm
incapacitated.
trying to.
And he's played it already. He fucking played it last week. He knows the rules.
No.
Are we telling it like
Oh my
it's
Lord.
a story? Like
It doesn't have to
Tell
be
it
a
like-
we're trying to
story.
fucking get a format down here, man. We're trying to fucking build it into a format on a weekly thing. So either fucking tell me what the format is. You're
The
already
format is the same as last fucking week. Tell me something. Tell me something that.
Focus on the one thing.
Tell me three things.
Okay, here we go. We'll do them one at a time.
Okay. And it doesn't have to be a whole long story.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One time I was on a date in Manhattan at a girl's apartment, and it was a studio apartment, and her bathroom was right on the where we were hanging out, and I had to take a shit.
Whoa. So she had no door to her bathroom?
No, she did, but
He's saying it's like a studio apartment is very small, so it would be as if somebody was taking a crap like in this Buddy Cruz
Right.
case right here.
right.
Okay.
And I really had to take a shit. So I went, I said, I got to run to my car for a second. And I went downstairs and went into the alleyway.
Crapped in your car?
No, in the alleyway.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Takes a dump in the trunk and shit.
I went to the alleyway behind the building. It was up by 48th, I think, and took a shit in the alleyway and wiped my ass with some tissues from my car.
Like a crackhead or something.
Why? Are you noisy?
No, well,
We didn't want it to smell because
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
fucking
really?
Length of
3
time.
feet away.
I don't know. You don't need, but like in the future, though, you need to give all that other stuff.
What
about Manhattan.
details and
Yeah, you
shit.
don't need
I
that
know.
Manhattan stuff.
I know. We know you're from fucking New York. Jesus Christ
What
Almighty!
the fuck?
I know.
All right, so you're at a girl's
You
apartment.
do need to know it's Manhattan because it's an alleyway behind the building.
Oh, we don't have alleys in Jersey. Fucking.
If I gotta take a shit in Red Bank, I can fucking go into the woods over there and shit over there. If it's an alleyway in
There's
fucking
alleys
Manhattan,
around here.
dude.
Okay.
You don't think there's any difference between shitting in an alleyway in Red Bank and shitting in an alleyway in
No.
Manhattan?
Not to
Is it in
me.
the middle
Fucking
of the
9
night?
million
Not the
people
wall.
around you walking
You
by
know
the
what
alleyway at any
would
given
be
time.
more information would be better information. Is it daytime or nighttime?
It's nighttime.
Okay, so in the middle of the night,
He wasn't bringing him on a date to the fucking Improv in Hollywood where it starts at 6:30. The
you
sun's still out.
are with a girl and you're
Right.
afraid to foul her bathroom, so you went down outside and took a dump in an alleyway,
All right.
and then went back up. And did you have sex with her later?
Yes.
Okay, next story.
Uh,
That was a stupid question, right? Because you always fucking seal the deal.
No. Fucking bashful. Just see that. Fucking kid. Go on,
That's
number
true.
two.
That's so true. Number two. Fuck you, dude. Number two. Those blow up skeleton dolls that they hang from trees, like life size, like skeleton decorations on Halloween that they hang from the trees.
Mm-hmm.
At the age of 13, I was so horny and masturbatory that I stole one of those skeletons from a neighbor's tree and laid it in a bed and pretend to hump it while I was jerking off.
Okay.
Walt doesn't like this game anymore.
You remember mine? Mine were kind of like innocent and
Fun,
What-
yeah.
what do you
Remember
want
I
them-
said this was like a silly game?
No, it's silly.
Yeah.
Listen, what do you
that's,
want?
That's
It's
just
that
like
one true
that's like
depraved.
Jeffrey Dahmer shit that he did
I know.
before he fucking started fucking creating zombies and fucking them.
Yeah, he's like, I fucking attached a raccoon's head to a turtle's body and fucked it.
That's just strange, man. I don't even want to play this no more.
Bro, we can't.
He's hoping that one isn't the true one. Like, just like, oh, fuck, now it's
Really,
too late.
If that's
true.
the true one, holy fuck, you shouldn't have told that one.
No. And the third one is I was almost arrested for grave robbing once.
That's all you're gonna
You
give
want more
us. You
details?
fucking want to give us more details about the shit in the
Yeah,
fucking
look what
studio.
fucking happened. I had to hear about it for fucking 2 minutes.
But the one about grave robbing certainly deserves more
I was
than that.
fucking my skeleton balloon in the fucking cemetery.
When I saw a
in a-
squirrel,
in a-
I wanted to dismember.
In an old cracked open mausoleum in a cemetery, there was exposed
Remains?
remains.
Why? Well, okay, all right. Don't give me any more than that.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Let me go first?
Guess which one you think it is.
Okay. I'm hoping the second one is false because that's fucked up.
No, I'm hoping it's true because we should see if we have. There's a psychiatrist who comes in here and buys comics.
Oh, really? Get him in here
That
and
would
be
be
like,
fucking like. Can
what
you?
do we do with this guy?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, what's that psychiatrist name who comes in here? Dr. Lipton. We might need to have a house call.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think?
Okay, so the second one, I'm going to rule out that second one.
Because he said he. Okay, I'll get you tell your reasons why.
The grave robbing one, like I think that one's not
Almost
true
got
because
arrested.
that one's not true because of the lack of detail, like you said. I'm gonna go with the first one. The first one seems because he is a fucking pussy hound and shit, and that seems like something Quinn would do. He'd be like, I just got to go down to my car. And, and next thing you know, he's in an alley.
All right, so
which only New York has, incidentally.
So you're going to go with 1.
I'm going to go with number 1. I think number 1 is true. The other two
See,
are false.
I'm not going to go with number 1 because I don't think he'd have toilet paper in his car.
He said tissues, though. He didn't say he had a roll of toilet paper. He said that he had tissues.
like
he
a
didn't even
box
say where he
of
got them
Kleenex?
from.
Right, yeah. Tissues from the car.
He said tissues.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like a box of Kleenex. That's not going to. And then you go and have sex with her. You might not be properly cleaned.
But he could go back to the bathroom and
clean
put the
himself.
finishing touches on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He could have fucking all sorts of shit hanging out of that though. If he when he starts to get his when he gets his groove on though.
Dingleberries start popping out, firing out. And
He's
shit.
in an alleyway. He's not doing the best job. He's trying to get it up.
Well, he's hurrying.
Trying to hurry it up
He's in a
before someone
rush.
sees him. The other one is so like vague though about the grave robber. I think it was just like a teenager. They were doing something and the cops maybe scared him off. Gave him a talking to.
Right. Or he saw a cop, what he thought was a cop car.
I was almost arrested.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not trying to pass that off as true.
The stealing of the skeleton. He said he doesn't steal.
But he does. That's not true because he stole that flag in California.
I just don't think he'd be attracted to a fucking skeleton though.
Do you think it's a matter of attraction? It's like that's the hottest fucking balloon he could find in Halloween.
I just don't see him being like I don't again though
Like a sexual
unless you're really
deviant
weird
on that level.
Yeah, because if a skeleton wouldn't give you any kind of arousal though.
What if you're into anorexic chicks?
I'm going to go with 3.
You think 3 is true?
3 is true. The one where he almost got arrested.
Almost got arrested for grave robbing.
But I'm hoping it's 2.
Right.
Okay.
What was it?
It is 3.
Almost got arrested.
No,
for
you
grave
almost
robbery.
got arrested for grave robbing. In a cemetery in Staten Island, there's like this old mausoleum. It's huge. It's like enormous. Nobody knows who owns it. It's just on like a plot of land, and over the years, people have.
So it's
gone
not a
in.
cemetery. It's just one mausoleum.
It's attached to a cemetery, but the cemetery doesn't own that land.
Oh, okay.
And it's inside. There are coffins pulled out. There's bones everywhere. Like in recent years, they bricked it up. But it's like a fucking madhouse in there. We went in there, and the cops came up while we were in there.
And you saw human bones?
Oh, yeah. Coffins broken open with skulls, femurs, like all sorts of shit. It's all over the place.
Huh.
How old are you?
13, I'd say, around there.
Yeah, I figured that was one. He didn't give much info about it. He didn't want to get too detailed about it.
Well, yeah, and the cops were like really fucking reading us the riot act and shit like that. That was a story that I can't believe I hadn't told you. Like, that's why I was a little nervous about it.
Yeah, you tell this fucker everything, right?
Yeah,
so
that's why.
you don't want to keep no secrets from him.
That's why it's hard for me to have like lighthearted fucking stories because so many of them I could think of are like, this guy knows it, he knows it.
Yeah, I know. So
I fucked an inanimate object.
Oh, that is that guy that I went to high school with told that story about fucking like pretending to hump.
Somebody did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why couldn't you just jerk off? Like, why?
Well, the way he described it wasn't the skeleton. It was a sense of having a body underneath him, like he was fucking someone.
Pillows?
I really wish it was. Well, that would have been fucked. That would have been. We would have been here till about 9:00 at night.
Yeah,
right? How fucked up would that have been? Oh, I really wish you fucked that skeleton, bro. Oh my god. That's definitely like the making of a serial killer, like every documentary.
Would that have
something fucked up like that?
And it's like a picture of Quinn, like grainy and shit. Like one of his eyes is like not quite coordinated with the other one.
Would I?
Like
would
big
that
glasses
ever?
on.
I would not have gotten an invite to the next barbecue thing.
Oh, you're not going to Walt's house after that. No way. The fact that you know somebody who did that might be enough to get your fucking invitation revoked. I came down to visit Walt on, what day was that? Saturday? So it was the 3rd. And the store has a lot of people in it because Red Bank has tons of people come into town for the fireworks and shit. He starts loudly denouncing the fireworks. People's love of fireworks. He's like, what kind of fucking idiot wants to come here and sit with all these people and sit in the sun? And like, unless you're like 10 or like you have kids, why the fuck would you come and watch fireworks? And they're like, heads are turning looking at him. Like,
I said,
huh?
No,
he's putting people down and shit.
I'm not going to back off this. If you're an adult
Right.
And you come to see fireworks and you don't have kids with you?
Right.
Choose your words carefully.
I don't know. I can't identify with that. I'm like, you haven't seen enough fireworks in your life, Ray, that you're going to put yourself through this kind of hassle, this kind of.
Maybe they like that. Maybe they like the hubbub.
Who likes that?
People.
But again, it's like it's the same as I would say Times Square, which is like you haven't seen a ball drop, like you have to fucking pack in. And even then,
I
it's
don't
like,
even understand
20
that mindset.
degrees.
If you don't have kids, what are you doing here? Why are you putting yourself through this? And why are you making me go through this with my kids?
Well, I mean, alone or like, there we go. That's the route. We just got it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't find a place to eat. And when I get like closed down work and, I closed up the shop.
Mm-hmm. Did you close earlier or you stayed till 6?
I
know.
we stayed after 6.
Oh, really?
You have so many people in here, I had to stay a little bit later.
Browsers or people buying? Because
No,
I was
I
helping
made
Walt.
the announcement. If you're not buying anything, please leave the store. It's
Yeah, if
after
you're so
6.
gay that you're here for fireworks, why don't you go out and fucking watch them?
So we stayed a little late, and then I'm like, all right, let's go get something to eat before the fireworks start.
Mm-hmm.
And every restaurant was just packed with like.
Well, that's so shocking
Millions
when
of
100,000 people come into town
Right.
that you can't find a place
But
to eat.
I say, if you don't have kids, don't allow them to come.
But what
into the Red Bank.
what about like romance? A little romantic angle. If I have a girl, I'm going to bring her, see some fireworks. We'll lay out a blanket.
Yeah, like
Go
you
to
bring.
New York. Stay in New York where you fucking live.
Wait, whoa, me?
Yeah, like you have. I might have to side with you on that. Well, they have the Macy's fireworks.
I didn't mean me. But Jesus Christ.
Just in case you were thinking about next year.
Holy fuck.
Really though, I mean, you're telling me that there's no fireworks. 100,000 people, or from all over this, wherever they came from, can't go stay close to their own home and look at their fireworks.
No, yes.
Look at him.
I'm still stunned by
He's reeling.
by the fucking ferocity directed at me. No, but I mean, what if you live in the area? Like,
I said, what did I say? If you're over
What
25,
was my rule again?
All right.
If you're over 25,
Right.
and you don't have kids,
right? No sweethearts.
stay home. Don't even come.
Not
bother
even
coming in.
romantic first date type shit. Go look at some fireworks.
No.
Okay.
You're too old for that. You've seen a million fireworks.
25?
How impressive can it be at this point? This is for the kids. Stop shoehorning your way into shit that you don't. It's not age appropriate. It's too annoying to have to like navigate my kids through a bunch of drunken 20-year-olds.
That's what was happening. There was a lot
It
of
was
drunk
just
20-year-olds.
like all these drunk, loudmouth 20-year-olds, all like ruining it for everybody.
Oh, did you see the fireworks, honey?
I didn't want to
can't
say
believe
it.
on our
You're right,
first
though.
date, we're looking at fireworks with 100,000 other people. I can't wait to take a fucking seat from somebody in a restaurant who lives in the area.
Who works in the area?
Oh, nothing's better than taking a seat from a hardworking man. Been sweating all day.
I'll stay away.
There was a stabbing, they said too, though.
It's
Okay.
surprising.
Who got
Now,
stabbed?
if it was just families with their kids, you think there'd be a stabbing?
Because families never get into shit like that.
My kids were horrified at some of the antics they saw.
What did they say?
They saw people acting like idiots,
Nazi
trying to jump
tattoos.
off big walls, like these big brick walls.
That sounds horrifying.
No, but they're
sounds
so bad.
What do you mean they were jumping? What are you talking about?
Because they were so drunk, they were falling off. Somebody fell off and hurt their arm, and they're just like, because they're like showing off because they're drunk and shit. This shit I can't stand. I saw it fuking.
Kids in their
Right.
20s,
Yeah.
guys in their 20s.
People are like the non-drunk ones are like, I've been on the wagon for 3 years. Like, who the fuck cares?
It was an impressive fireworks, but it ain't worth the hassle for 15 minutes though.
And why did you come?
I was here anyway
Right, but you had your wife and kids come over.
because I knew I wasn't going to get out of town anyway. I knew once I closed the store, I wasn't getting out of town, so I was like, come in early, at least keep me company while I'm here, and the kids will get to see fireworks. I didn't realize it was going to be like
You didn't think it was going to be
fiasco.
that kind of madhouse.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've ever had them over?
I've never seen the fireworks in Red Bank, and I'll never see them again.
Did the store at least make a bunch of money that you can say like, oh, well, it was worth
Did
it?
a little bit better than it normally does on Saturday, but not that much because people don't want to be buying shit and then
So a lot
walking around with bags and stuff.
So a lot of people
Only
browse
bags are
them.
walking around with. It's just brown bags where you can see they look like fucking 40 ounces sticking out of them. I saw that everywhere, and cops are just looking at it. And I want to go up and be like, if I can see it, why can't you see it? Like, why are you
that's
not
legal.
arrested?
Yeah, is that
That's
illegal?
legal.
What, public?
As long as it's covered by the bag, yeah,
Really?
it's legal.
I didn't know that was
Yeah,
legal.
yeah.
Well,
I wasn't sure.
They were pretty young, man. At least I would have carded them.
I know.
Well, you got your work cut out for you next year. Fucking Serpico.
Oof.
I'll be your deputy. I'll fucking point people out. Walt deputized me for a little bit when I was at the store. I had to make the rounds, make sure people weren't stealing stuff.
I wanted to make a presence in the store.
Yeah, I had to come back at the store. Fucking.
He was getting all fucking sweaty though. Somebody asked him a question about some product in the store, and he goes, "Whew, that broke back. That made me all stressed out. Hurt my back.
No, that's not. It hurt my back.
Hurt. That's what you said. Like I was getting all stressed out because somebody asked me a question. I was like, "Wow, this fucking guy.
No.
This guy's fucked up. I mean, he's really fucked up. But I mean, he likes to paint this picture. But my God, I mean, if somebody asks you a question, you get.
Well, I like to paint
flustered.
the picture that I'm not fucked up. Yeah, that's generally what I do.
I'm not kidding around. Somebody asked him, like, a customer.
Didn't ask me.
Assume that because he was behind the counter, he worked here.
Right.
Right? Like,
Sure.
Wow, why would you do that? I
Good
don't
assumption.
know. But they asked a question of him, and then he gets that face on him because I answer it right away because I can tell already he's getting ready for some sort of smart-ass reply. So I had to jump in there real quick and be like, "Oh, no, it's over here," I say. And then he goes, "I'm already starting to get all fucking stressed out because people are asking me questions, bringing me flashbacks to when I was at the store and all these assholes keep asking me questions."
It was true, but you know, the person that set it off though is like, it's that person that he, and he didn't ask me this, he came to Walter and he comes and he's just like, "Let me ask you a question." With this fucking big ass corny smile on his face. And then he doesn't ask the question. He just smiles at Walt until Walt's like, "Okay." And he's like, "I have a Spider-Man. Suction cups on his hands. How much is it worth?" And of course you're like, what the fuck?
No.
Like, no, not you.
Not me.
No, not you. But Walt, like,
Q, what do you say to that? You're working. You're at your job.
You might be able to turn a profit on that if you investigate properly, I guess.
Right.
But you're
not like holding your back and holding your head going, "Oh shit, I need a fucking Xanax or something. I'm gonna have a panic attack."
No, you can't even do that because this guy doesn't give a fuck about turning the profit, because in his mind, he's like, he just wants to know how much it's worth because maybe he can sell it on eBay or something. He's not going to come back to Walt and sell it. And
he was just down for the fireworks.
He's here for the fireworks.
He's one of those guys that was just here.
"Oh, I got me a Spider-Man."
Yeah.
With suction cups on his hands. Give me money. No, he has I've seen this guy a million times. Not this guy, but this type of guy. And it's that just like stupid fucking conversation where I'm like, "Don't bother me with this shit, dude," because I don't want to entertain it. I just don't. And it's true. It's true. I did start to like feel that anxiety that I used to feel in the store where I'm like,
one question?
People won't stop asking me stupid shit. Yeah, that's how much it affected me. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm going to fucking sue Kevin. I'm going to name him in the lawsuit, man. Because it's so general and so vague. You're like, okay, so out of the unbelievable number of people who've licensed this Spider-Man property and have probably made a fucking stuffed Spider-Man with suction cups, it's like, how the fuck would I know? And why would I bother? Why would I bother trying to figure it out?
Because, like you said, you might be able to, like, I buy that off of him for a song, turn around and sell it, make a nice little profit.
Yeah. Did you think that was going to happen in your heart of hearts?
No, I could sum up that guy, like, I could sum the guy up if it's a potential.
Well, you're a good judge of character right out of the gate.
I could tell by the way the guy asked the question, he's an imbecile. So I know, right. So, but I'm not going to treat him like an imbecile. Though.
Right.
I know that there's nothing in it for me. So I give him the standard, like, well, you know, not knowing what it looks like, not knowing the condition, not knowing the manufacturer or the year it was produced.
Not knowing anything about it. Other than you have a stuffed Spider-Man that has a fucking suction cup on
Right.
it.
I don't know if it's something you want at a fair that's like not like a knockoff or something.
Right.
He could have potentially won it fucking 20 minutes before.
Right.
And wants to know how much it's worth.
I told him, you know, I'd have to see it. I could never give you any kind of value. I could never give you any kind of range of what it might be worth. All right. Have a good day.
You don't.
Boom.
You don't start
I'm not
sweating.
stressed out. I'm not sweaty. My asshole's not all fucking tight and puckered. It's fucking, I'm
The
fine.
Xanax is still in the bottle.
I'm fine.
Walt went to a baseball game that Quinn was unaware of.
Oh, you would have wanted to go to that too?
Well, we'll talk about that. Don't worry.
This was work related.
Yeah.
Didn't sound like work when you talked to me about it. It's not fun.
Afterwards, you mean?
Sounded like family fun is what I'm trying to say.
No.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that.
You know, I apologize. If you were really wanting to go, I apologize. I definitely would have wanted you to go.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I would never
I
have
could
thought
tell.
that you'd wanted to go.
To a baseball game?
Yeah, I mean, because we were working the game. We were actually, we bought.
He acts like he's on the mound and shit.
We were on. Did you really want to go?
I would have went. I found out afterwards. Like much like your barbecue. I found out
You know what?
only afterwards.
I really apologize because I would have loved to have you been there. It would have been like. It would have been like the afternoon was a 5 if you were there. It would have been a 9, 9.5.
And I bailed.
bailed?
I was invited. I'm turning down invitations you haven't even received. Okay, so Ming, you're here.
I'm here.
How you doing, Ming?
Hello.
I've got a disoriented Quinn on my hands over here. A guy who loves the game of baseball.
Yeah.
A guy who
yeah, you must be pretty down
you
right
rocked
about
him. You rocked him by not inviting him to this game.
Really?
Yeah, but you invited me. No, and I don't give a fuck about baseball at all.
I just can't believe that everybody at this table is one baseball fan. And he was.
Oh no, Ming's a big baseball
right.
fan.
Well, I mean, out of.
Well, I apologize. I thought when I told Bryan, since you two were so close, that he would have naturally invited you. So
He's putting it on you.
I'm putting
Yeah, I know. He's trying to he's trying to pass the buck over here. Yeah.
Even I didn't
love?
try that.
I love comic books and baseball, and this was.
And
Well,
heavy
you
metals.
didn't miss much on the comic side.
But anyway, the thing was, it was a Blue Claws game. Blue Claws is
It's a minor league baseball. Well, Ming, explain the whole event.
we were invited to set up a table.
Whoa, we weren't invited. We had to pay for it.
All right, we had to pay. Well, it was an invitation, but yes, we had to pay for it.
How much was it?
It's $100 to set up a table at the Lakewood Blue Claws first ever comic book day, and I thought it was going to be huge.
Who were they? The minor league affiliate of?
They're the single A affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Okay.
So Ryan Howard has played there. I think
Right.
Chase Utley.
Why do they play in Jersey if that's the case?
Pretty
just-
close to Philly.
It's all
isn't
over
it?
the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is
they
it
don't-
in? Yeah, it's not that far from here though.
No, about half.
That's not
an
that
hour.
far from Philly either.
But I mean, New Jersey doesn't even have a team, so I guess that's why. Like it kind of gives
They're
New
all
Jersey
over.
a
The
team
minor
a little
leagues
bit.
are all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, they're
There's a
not.
whole bunch of minor
I'm
league
trying
teams
to
in Jersey.
understand. I don't know anything about baseball.
Well, maybe if you fucking
Educate me a
instead
little.
of fucking blowing us off and not coming at the last fucking minute, maybe you should have fucking.
I did blow you off. I apologize for not wanting to bring my fucking 4-year-old niece out in 95-degree
So
weather
just come.
to
Just,
a fucking.
just
well,
come.
you know what? You know what I
Just
did?
you come then.
You know what?
Do something just with us once in a while.
I was what? With who's us? You and Alicia, your kid? Quinn wasn't invited. Well, first, Walt, you told me that Ming you were going all out. You knew it was 2 vendors.
Yeah,
And you still were trying to make it an event.
I do. With
He
two
said you
vendors.
basically fucking cut down like a Canadian forest to make this fucking giant sign that said what?
It
What did it
said
say?
Jamestown Bob's Secret Stash.
How many pieces of paper did you use to make that
I
banner?
think it had to be about 36. It was an 8-foot sign.
How many toner cartridges did you use?
The amount of lead in those toner cartridges and shit, all that ink and color and
I
shit.
did it in full color too.
So basically, our
It's like the
table.
BP spill in his fucking office over here, man. All kinds of toxic chemicals and shit.
So the $100 now just bumped up. How much was it? How many cartridges did you use?
I think I burned through 1 or 2, which those are not cheap cartridges. But
Did you save the sign or did you tear it down
no,
afterwards in
I
anger?
threw it out afterwards.
To recycle it at least.
I think it went to it.
I don't know. When you throw it in a regular garbage, do they go through it and recycle it for you? So the sign didn't work out. I also heard that it was a huge J action figure crowd that you were expecting. For some reason, Ming tells Walt to fucking solely focus on J action figures.
No.
Did you?
He goes. I go. So what? I go. I. This is what I think we should bring. I say.
Nothing.
No, quarter boxes. You fill up boxes of long boxes full of comic books where people can just buy 4 for $1 because no one's going to be there to buy anything of value.
Well, Ming was right in as much as it was like a very family-oriented kind of thing where he said there were a lot of kids there.
Right. But my feeling was no one's going to be there to buy any kind of primo comics. They just want to buy something cheap they can give their kids to read while they're at the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I'm gonna bulk up on majority of just cheapo garbage that we would love to get
I'm
rid
going to
of.
bring our crap.
And I go, what do you think? And he goes, well, we should definitely bring the.
Are you crazy? You haven't mentioned J action figure once.
We should bring the View Askew
I got 4
stuff.
more signs just for J action figure.
The View Askew merchandise. I was like, okay, what do you want to bring then? We'll bring the Buddy Christ. And then he said that he wanted to bring some signed books. I was like, that's good. That's kind of small, and you can fit in a bag easily, and somebody might buy that. And then he's like, we got to bring a lot of J merchandise.
It's a big J town down
And he goes,
there. Right?
I go, J stuff. I go, why? He goes, well, he's huge down there. That's the exact word.
35 minutes from the stash, there's a pocket where you, if you had a special like infrared reader to know like where Muse is popular around the country, it would be like a hotspot, like fucking Outbreak or something.
That was the rumor. It's like the Verizon 3G coverage map. I thought it was,
What made you think that the J stuff would be popular?
I thought it was Jersey. It was a different part of Jersey. I thought he'd be huge down there.
Come on. You thought 4 to 10-year-olds even knew who the fuck he was?
Maybe not 4 to 10, but 12 and over.
The 12 and over crowd is going to want a J action figure.
All right.
From the animated series, I might add.
Yeah, we brought the animated J's.
Yeah, I guess.
And how many did you sell?
I don't think we sold any.
The fish weren't biting like you were hoping, huh?
We sold. How much money? Do you know how much money we made on that day?
That day, I think we made $51.
So we were $49
in the
short,
hole.
And we're in the hole, $49.
Which man couldn't predict? That's not his fault.
No, certainly not. No, I think.
Well, how many vans did you rent to bring that J shit down there?
Yeah. So I don't think we'll do it again next year.
If you have anything to say about it, no, I don't think so. Or if they lower the price,
I think they should give us a comp next year.
That's I think we might
That's
be able
fair,
to
right?
that.
Did you guys keep an eye on the other vendor? Were they close to you, or were they like across the way?
No, I walked over to the other vendor.
How they seem to be doing?
They seem to be doing a Boffo business since they were fucking giving away all their shit for free.
No, that's
That kind of hurt. That kind of put a crimp in our.
That puts a dent in your sales pitch.
They were giving away free comics the whole day.
Well, it's free comic book day.
Did that occur to you?
No?
Free comic book day.
Oh, that wasn't what it was?
I think it was just comic book day in general.
It was comic book day. Like
Oh.
they wanted. Their big theory was the Blue Claws wanted to have like I would imagine ideally like 20 vendors there.
I see.
Like a little mini comic book con going on with the baseball games
Okay.
going on.
That's not what I...
And
Well,
the
nobody
other-
told me about this, so I'm only piecing together information second, third hand.
but
You
the
weren't
other,
there, right?
No, I wasn't,
The other
I wasn't even
vendor
thought of there.
decided he would bring stuff that he would just give away for free.
Right.
And that kind of hurt. Then it kind of hurt our.
Did that occur to you
Sorry.
guys towards you, like when you saw that the stuff wasn't flying? Because you said literally one person bought like 80% of that stuff.
Yeah,
that
one
sold,
guy
right?
spent $26 of the 40 of the 51. But,
Can I interest you in a J, sir? Huh? Ooh, have you seen my sign? So, Q, Saturday was free comic book day.
Right.
It's a national, not quite a national holiday, but it's an event.
It's just comic shops handing out free comics, right?
Mhm. Well, free to the people, not free to the vendors. I think it's like, is it 10 cents an issue, something like that? Well, 12 cents an issue?
There's a cost involved.
Would you know?
There is a cost involved. Like for people who don't know about Free Comic Book Day, like you know all about it.
I've heard of it.
You didn't go on Saturday?
No.
The industry has created this, and apparently it works for some stores. That you can make it, I guess, a festive atmosphere about it, and hand out free comics to people, anybody who walks through the door.
If you're that kind of retailer that you want to really draw in that crowd that normally might not walk through the door,
Which in theory is a good idea.
Okay.
And I have partaken in Free Comic Book Day in years past.
work out
Last
for you?
year I did it. What happened is,
you went to another store and grabbed a bunch of free shit.
remember when Dante took all the papers from the out of the newspaper bin thing in Clark's?
That was you?
I stole that idea from Kevin. Did that? No, but what
I'm going to make $8 off this shit.
when there was a certain issue that was important to my customers, my already customers, like Green Lantern, Blackest Night. When they did that big event, they had a 0 issue that was only available on Free Comic Book Day.
Okay.
When Superman War of the Superman, they did a 0 issue. I felt for my base customers, everybody who gets Superman, they're going to want this issue. I felt I was obligated
Okay.
to partake in Free Comic Book Day just to make sure my customers didn't have to go to another comic book store to get it.
Is there a minimum you got to order, or you can order any amount?
There is a minimum. There was a minimum. I think it's 50 a shot or 25
Like a big bundle
per
of them
issue.
and shit.
Yeah, to get a big bundle of them, and there's a fee involved. And so every year, every spring, they try to do this, but this year I didn't partake in it in so much as that I was ordering sanctioned titles for Free Comic Book Day with the banner that says May 2011 Free Comic Book Day issues.
Okay.
There's like certain issues that
Especially
you're supposed to
made
hand
for-
out that day.
All right.
I felt they didn't offer anything this year that was like a must-have for anybody. It was like a reprints of stuff that, you've already sold to people already, which is kind of slapping a face to people who buy comic books on a weekly basis, right?
Sure.
You bought
I
this.
could have waited and got this
Yeah,
shit
you
for
could have
free.
got it for free.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. So I was like, I'm not doing it this year. I have
You took a stand against the industry.
no, I wasn't taking it.
Fucking Norma Ray over here.
I wasn't taking a stand against the industry in a whole. I just felt like I wasn't going to invest more money. And even in years past, when I did partake in it, I didn't see any kind of bump. I didn't see any kind of and nothing manifested itself into like regular customers or actually sales
For the day.
for that day.
No extra hay was made.
No, not at all. So this year I was like, there was a kind of a week offering for what was available, and I told Mike, I was like, we have that pile of comics that somebody just gave to us, like a college guy just came in and was like, I can't take these with me. Here's a garbage bag of comic books. And so
Properly placed, I'm sure.
yes, yeah. Any comics that were in that garbage bag definitely belonged in there. So I was like,
It's only because you didn't feel like carrying them up the stairs and throwing them in the dumpster that you were able to give them away.
So we took those and we spread them out. And I was like, these are going to be our free comic books. If anybody comes in, I'll just direct them right to that table. And
How was the table set up? Was the table festive or
no, it was,
no?
It's an open garbage bag on the card table.
Yeah.
So even the day before it started off, like people are calling and they're like, what are your festivities planned for tomorrow? It's like, we open at 11, we close at 6.
Happy Free Comic Book Day.
What kind
Huzzah!
what kind of festivities would you expect?
Well, have you ever checked into other
I know
stores?
that you get some signings, some artists come out, some writers come out. We should have fucking recorded it. It was probably would have been the greatest episode ever if we had just recorded everything that happened that day.
That brings me to my point, which was Saturday afternoon. I was giving the kid a bath and the water's running and the phone rings and I don't answer it. But then I hear like so fast. I was like, I think that's Walt. So I tell Suzanne to watch the kid and I go and I pick up the phone and he's like, did you get any of my emails yet? I hadn't. I looked later on, a flurry. I'll give you the times.
They were going fast and furious.
And even in not so hushed tones, he's like, you wouldn't believe this fucking shit. And then went on to tell me, it's Free Comic Book Day.
Right.
And, was beside himself. In particular, it was a family, right? You said a mom and a dad and a son.
A couple families. But what, like it,
In this moment, it was
it was one particular family.
it was a particular family, who I guess they were like, get the free stuff. Don't even think about buying anything.
They come in and they're like, they come warning right away. The mom is definitely the ringleader of this family. She's leading around not only her kids with a leash, but her husband too. And she's like, where's the free comics? With an attitude already like, don't try
Asshole.
to don't play bait and switch with me. I'm here just for free comics.
I know they're free.
Like an attitude already.
Right.
And so her fat son is like lumbers up to the table. And
Pam, where are those free comics? Hey, Walt, what's going on?
So he runs up to the table. He proceeds to grab one of everything on there that I got. No shame. Like, I'm going to take one of every one.
Hell's the kid.
12. And then she's got 2 daughters who obviously aren't interested in it. And then they speak in another language.
Whoa. This is American Free Comic Book Day. What the fuck?
Whatever was said was the girls then ran over and then took a whole bunch of free comic books too.
Oh, so she said to
So
them,
she
go
said,
grab
go
comics."
grab what you can get.
Right.
Like, this is what happens every free comic book day. Like, it's always in the spring, and just like always in the spring, a fucking sack of fucking termites is fucking unleashed. And they
New life is born
Yeah,
in the
and these
termite
termites
community.
come out of the woodwork and come into the store, a billion of them, And they start to just like, all they're looking for is free fucking shit. So the kid grabs his comics, the daughters grab their comics, and everybody keeps saying, well, why don't you just say one per customer? Because I don't want to get in there ready and be like confrontational and be abrasive immediately. You know, I want to play.
You want to ease into it.
I want to play like a wait and
He'll
see.
get there.
A wait and see approach.
Because you still have faith in humanity, I bet. You're like,
Yeah.
they're going to take it upon themselves.
They're going to be
One per customer.
They're not going to take
They look like
300
termites.
comics.
They're eating like termites, but
They're not going
Maybe
to take
they're
300
not.
comic books and walk out the door and just walk right out the door and not do anything and just say fuck you. They're not going to do that. But anyway, so the kids, the daughters, they grab them. The whole time I'm just sitting there staring at them, and the kids,
crossed.
they start to make their way, and that's the one thing, they didn't even pick their heads up like from the table to even look around the store. That's what really fucking pisses me off, is they come in, and they weren't the only ones. They come in, they look at the table, they grab what they want, and then they immediately just right back out the door.
Beeline
They
right
don't
out.
even give the courtesy walkthrough to see what you got in the store.
Right.
Doesn't that defeat everything about the whole promotion? If they're not even going to look at what's in the fucking store, the promotion is fucking useless. So they start to make their way towards the door. Fucking mommy fucking yells at daddy, let's go, we're going. And he fucking puts down whatever book he was reading on my dime too. Fucking makes his way.
everything's in plastic. Was it a comic or like how do you,
It was a comic.
not the cardinal sin of opening like a trade paperback,
No.
right? Okay.
And so, but then the little boy goes, can we get
I
some?
hate you.
The little boy goes, can I get some bags and boards to put these comics in?
To his mom.
To his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts her hand on his back, not lying, pushes him and goes, no, we're not buying anything, go. And they went out the door.
Because isn't that how places stay in business?
And now, does that not cement that I make the right decision?
Yeah.
Okay, then fuck no. It doesn't cement it because I got even a better one.
Well,
But
first,
isn't the
read,
idea that like the kids are going to read the comics and then turn into comic book readers?
right?
then-
It's supposed to
So
induce
interest.
some sort of interest.
Right.
Yeah.
But they'll come back.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never seen anybody come back from Free Comic Book Day
Right.
from the years past.
Or at least not get shoved out of the store when they attempt to.
Yeah, like you know how much a
browse.
bag and a board is?
20 cents? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mom was like, "Nope, we're not even gonna patronize this fuck up with 20 cents."
Fuck Walt Flanagan.
Yeah, because you could put. I mean, if you wanted to like really be frugal, you could put 2 books into one bag and board. Because this was the first one. This is the first email, and this came at where is it? Okay, for you military types, 1837. So that would be what is
1800 hours, 30
that?
cents.
1800. So what's that?
It's probably like 11:30.
11 or 12:30. Okay, let's just call it 12:30. Today's Free Comic Book Day. Man, we should have recorded the fucking freeloaders with their self-entitled attitude. 6 periods. Pathetic.
It is. They're so self-entitled too.
Yeah.
Like, where's my cheese?
Right.
Like, you know,
Little
fuck,
rats.
where's my government cheese?
Disgusting.
Bitch, I want it.
It's my government cheese.
Fucking termites.
Comic book welfare.
Cheese eating termites.
So what is that? All I wrote? Pathetic.
That was the first email. Yeah.
So then I wrote.
What time though? Make sure we see. The last one was 37?
1837:41.
Okay, so this was seconds later then.
That timing can't be right because 1800 is 6 o'clock.
Yeah, my clock's probably all
Yeah,
wrong.
that clock's off.
My computer's, all fucked up.
1800 is 6 p.m.
Let's just say it was hot on the heels of the other one.
So this came in like 20 seconds later.
I wrote ARG with like 15 R's. Some fool thinks he can have any item for free. Why didn't I think to mic myself today? Which was some guy came in and he's just like, hey, you guys got that? And before he can spit it out because he's fucking stuttering and I can't even stand to fucking listen to him struggle like a fucking idiot. Like, you got Free Comic Book Day, I said? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, it's over here. So he grabs some comics.
See a plastic bag?
So then he goes and he sees some book on the New This Week and he grabs it and he looks at it and he goes, is this free too? Come on, man. How does
Yeah,
everybody
exactly
do it?
where I didn't say they were.
Yeah.
That's where it's free.
I mean, he knows it. He knows it.
Right.
And he's not that stupid. And he's wearing a comic book shirt too, though, which was really strange. He's got he's like a 50-year-old man with a red shirt on, bright as red as anything. I mean, I mean, it would be like if he was a traffic cone, he'd be less noticeable. He's got a Spider-Man, The Thing, Thor, all the Marvel heroes plaster all over him. He looks like a clown. And
now, is his hope when he asks you that? Is his hope that you know so little? Like, is he hoping that you're me? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it is free. Go
I think he was wearing. I don't even think he knew anything about comics. I don't know why. I guess he's
got dressed up.
He just got dressed up for the
occasion.
Day. He had totally no clue. He had no clue that those books that I'm giving out weren't the sanctioned books.
Right.
And he's just like, I don't know what this day is. Maybe everything's in here is for free today. Who knows? I mean, I'm not putting it past him.
He looked dopey enough.
And so I go no, and you would be proud of me. I wish I was mic'd up because people probably think I probably jumped down his throat, but I was like, no, just the stuff on the table. He's like, oh, all right, man. When I got more time, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to come back and look around in here. It's pretty cool, but I got to go pick up my kids.
I
Bye.
say, what's he busy doing?
Yeah, so he leaves, doesn't buy anything.
Right. Did he take free comic?
Oh yeah, he took them all. He took everything that was on the table. He took one of each.
Fucking termite got his cheese.
So you got. So was it on this table?
No. It was up by the counter.
Awesome story. Like it's better than the other one.
But then another guy comes in, and he's with his girlfriend.
She hot?
No. I don't know. She didn't care about comics. She wasn't trying to take any comics, so I wasn't really paying attention to what she was doing.
Could be Giselle. If she's not in the comics, she's fugly.
She just looks like a termite walking around.
Termite with her fucking antlers fucking twitching back and forth. Her little antennae.
But then another, I didn't tell you this one.
Looking for a government cheese.
This one came in, this guy came in, he's looking at the books, and he's got his phone out. And he's like feverishly typing on his phone. And he finally goes to me. He goes, you really should think about participating in Free Comic Book Day. And I was like, oh, really? Why is that?
Telling you your business.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, why is that? Because, well, I would think it would be, it'd be nice to drum up some business. And I was just like, so you've never been in here. You don't even know anything about, but you're going to proceed to tell me, I said, what I should do in here. Mm-hmm. I go.
Now, did you have that?
Thanks
tone,
for that. I go.
you,
thanks for that insightful suggestion. I said, but I can tell you about 15 people who just walked in here in the last hour and didn't buy anything and just grabbed the books. He goes, oh, and he was totally taken off guard when I snapped at him. Right. This time I did snap at the person. The other guy who was like, is everything for free?
The guy with the helpful suggestion.
That's not helpful. That's just being an asshole.
All the fallout from everyone else.
And I said,
all the other termites.
And I said, what were you doing with the phone? I said, I thought he was taking pictures of the books.
Is that what he was doing?
He was taking pictures of what was available, I think. I go, what's with the phone? What are you taking pictures for? He goes, well,
should have smashed it like fucking Sean Penn, like a paparazzi and shit.
He goes, I know you're not participating in it because I went on the site and your store is not one of them. I go, just because the store's not on there, I said, doesn't mean we're not giving away some stuff. I said, anything on this table's free. And he goes, huh? He's not happy what I put up out there for free. Oh, these are not the books that I thought I was going to come and get. And I proceeded to tell him, and he goes, that, I didn't buy those, but these are all free. And he goes, oh, did you see Thor? He goes to me. And I'm just trying to change the subject because there's the last email was, how can you as a parent bring in 4 kids and say, go, grab about 30 free books and then walk out without buying anything? Have you no shame? Disgusting. So
the editorial comment at the end.
Yeah.
So then
it's always ...
Well, I got to sign out of there. Hold on.
Okay.
So then he goes, he grabs a book. He says, he walks out after I told him that nobody bought anything. Mm-hmm. He just goes, thanks. I didn't think he would buy anything because I did kind of snap at him. But this was the best story, Q. I already told Brian already. Best one, Q, of the day. Best one of the year. Best one of the decade.
This is it.
This is the story. Like if we were recording,
right,
it would go down as maybe one of the finest moments ever.
Really, in
my opinion, it would have been. I think.
Mm-hmm.
A dope comes in with her 2 kids.
Termite.
Dopey termite.
And I only say that. I mean, you don't have to. You're not a dope because you want the free comics. Don't get me wrong. Right. I know why you're coming in. It's like you want something, But you know what though? It would be like if somebody said, hey, across the street, they're giving away, it's sports card day, free sports cards day. You go in and get a pack of sports cards.
Right.
Be like, I don't want it. I'm not interested in it. I don't need to get it because it's free. I don't need to come out and make a trip for something that I normally wouldn't want just because it's free.
Right.
You've seen that when we were up in Brantford, when we were playing hockey, they had a stand set up. It was some sort of like hot dog. And the people, I mean, there had to be 45 people in line because it was a free hot dog, you know? And it's one
I'll
of those
go buy a
things
hot
where
dog.
it's
I'll
like,
go buy
it's
if I want a hot dog.
$2, yeah.
I'll go buy it and not wait in line. It's worth it not to pay $2 to get a hot dog.
Yeah, but
rather
you
than wait in
can't
line.
underestimate, people's desire to get something for free. Like you say, even if they don't really want it.
I could
it's
tell
strong.
they didn't. The kids were not really interested in it. But she's like, "Oh, where's the free comics?" Told her where the free comics was. And it was a mother, a daughter, and her 15-year-old son. They actually then grab the comics and then they take a walk around the store. And they're walking around, and the boy comes back up to the front of the store and he goes, now we record on a playing card table.
Yes.
Like a poker table.
A poker table. And the poker table stays up every day. I don't break it down and put it away. It just stays up. And over the course of us recording and all the time it's been up, I've doodled on it. Other people have doodled on it. And it looks like it's covered in it looks like graffiti, right?
Right. People, I'm looking at Eleanor Lynch was here right now.
Right.
All people's rights there.
Autumn Wiedmeyer.
Right.
So this kid comes up and he goes,
I'll take a picture. You can look at it at our blog,
Right.
tellmsd.wordpress.com.
He asks me, he goes, is it okay if I do something, if I draw or write something on that table back there? And I was in a mood, as you might well guess.
Sure.
Because this was after the
This is
termite parade.
this is after all the people have come in and have
Just raped you.
yeah, exactly. That's a good choice of words
He was
right
comically assaulted.
So I'm gonna have a little fun, or just I'm not gonna be like, no, you're gonna take the free comics. You're not gonna draw on the table too,
Right.
you know. So I was like, no.
One or the other.
So I said, oh, no. I said, that's Kevin Smith's personal poker table, and he's had that actually commissioned by all the finest Eastern graffiti artists on the East Coast, I said.
Right.
So I go, he's paid a lot to have the table look the way it does right now. And his face drops, and he goes, well,
He already did.
I already did already.
Which is like, if you did, why bother?
Right.
So I'm like, I know I'm gonna have a little bit of fun now
Right.
because I'm not really mad. So, but I'm kind of like, well, why'd you do that? I said, why would you come up here and ask if you already did it?
Right.
He goes, well, I wanted to ask. He goes. I go, well, what stopped you? I go, what stopped you? I go,
Common sense.
I go, that doesn't really make any sense. What do you mean you wanted to ask, but you didn't? And then from the background, I hear the mom start to lumber up,
She was thin.
Another fat mom with her fat son.
Who was the other fat mom?
No, I was just
Are
asking.
you talking about another fat mom?
Oh, you said the woman
I
before.
thought the first one with her fat son.
Maybe the son was fat. The mom.
Mom was thin.
I guess so.
So it was a healthy mixture of fat and thin for free
All
comic book
sorts of
day.
termites.
Fat bloated termite. What do termites eat? Wood? Or apparently comic books.
Yeah, they eat cellulose and wood. So,
So she comes lumbering up and she's like, whoa. I told him it was okay.
Oh,
With that kind of attitude.
right.
I told him it was okay. So don't be mad at him. It's my fault. And I said, oh, you
but
told
not with an apologetic tone.
No,
Right.
not even not with I told him it was okay.
Right, like a presumptuous,
yes.
fucking annoying.
Yeah, hey, that's the fucking clerk. Hey, fucking counter jockey.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Yes. She goes, I told him it was okay. I go, okay, you told him it was okay to write on something in this store. I go, why? Why would it be okay for him to do that? Mm-hmm. And she goes, don't worry. She goes, calm down.
She's reassuring.
You just won the lottery.
Reassuring an idiot.
Yeah. She goes, calm down. She goes, because in 10 years, you're going to be so thankful he did draw on it. Because he's going to be famous.
Why is he going to be famous?
That's what I said. I don't even know. I might have blacked out for a second. 'Cause I was like,
Woke up 2 hours later.
All the comics were gone.
because I was blown away by that attitude. Like, he's going to be famous, fool.
Oh, God.
Why are you worried about this?
Right.
And I was just like, he's going to be famous. I go, well,
After you just fucking told them. Now, you hadn't told them that Kevin hadn't commissioned this. They were still under the impression that it was literally a work of art.
Yes. And I go, well, what's he going to be famous for that I'm going to be so happy about? And she goes, everybody tells him he's going to be famous. Like, idiot. Will you stop questioning this? He's going to be a famous...
Bide your time. 10 years. That's all it's going to take.
In 10 years, he's going to be a famous cartoonist, and you're probably going to have to pay for him to come back here and do it. I swear that's what she said.
Wow.
And I was like, you just made it worth it. You just made it worth it. Because, I mean, I can't imagine that. I couldn't lie and make it up.
Did you?
You would never dream that would be someone's response.
Do you know which one of these drawings that is?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea. I didn't go back to look. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you even if I did.
Yeah,
which one
there's
was
so
his.
much on here.
But then humanity was saved.
Yeah?
Yep. Somebody came in close to the end. Another, like, where's your free comics? Some mom. Two little kids. Two little kids look like they have no idea what's going on.
Right.
Don't even care about free comics. And I have her pigeonholed already as like, you're just another person.
You've been dealing with it all day, man. That's
understandable. She just wants to
understandable.
take another chunk out of me. So I'm kind of like defeated. I'm just like, there they are. Take what you will.
All the way in the back, well, you could take them off the rack.
I don't care. Take a statue at this point.
If you happen to see a traffic cone outside, tell him he can come back and get free comics off the wall.
So then she says to her kids as they're getting ready to leave, why don't you get something? She goes, why don't you buy something? I'll buy you whatever you want. And those kids who had no idea what they're buying just proceeded to grab whatever they just grabbed their hands on. A $50 hardcover off the shelf.
Whoa.
And we're like, I want this. Don't even know what it is. Can't even open it because it's sealed.
Right.
And she's like, okay. The daughter runs around. I'll take this, this, and this. And they wound up spending $200.
Whoa.
And when she rings it up, this woman is.
Then she scared me to death because she goes, you guys take check? And I'm like, oh, God. You're one of those.
Can I pay in government cheese?
Only we don't take checks. I thought that was it because she starts to fumble, can't find a credit card. And I'm like, oh. This is just the final torture of a torturous day. You tease me. But then she found her credit card. She bought everything. I mean, basically sight unseen. These kids will never look at it again. She must have been rich, I guess. And that kind of saved it, like kind of brought it back where I was like, not everybody's a termite.
Right. So do you think they would have came in if not for Free Comic Book Day?
They probably never would have came in if not for Free Comic
So maybe
Book
there's
Day.
something to it.
I'm still not. I mean, unless it's something that my regulars, my once a week customers want,
Right.
then I'll have to buy it
Right.
for next year's Free Comic Book Day. But if it's just the same anemic offering as this year's,
Right.
then I'll just do what I did again. I'll just take out garbage and put it on the table. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna give people something so they could come in and urinate on me, and then not even walk around. It's just really not good business,
Right, because they're not even doing you the service of like pretending to be interested.
No, that's the thing. Give me.
Do people ask for bags too? Like
Yes, and then I give out a bag, and we don't have cheap bags.
not bags and boards, like literally a bag,
Yeah, a
like
bag.
to carry the stuff
Yeah.
in. Which one time I needed a bag for something, you even gave me shit. You're like, those are like 10 cents each. I'm like, all right. I guess I don't need a bag. It's like, all right,
You
buy a
don't need a
termite.
bag. Unless it's raining. What do you need a bag for?
Well, like if you have a bunch of books.
What
and
did you
shit.
have a bunch of?
Oh, I don't know. I can't. No, I'm not defending myself. I'm saying paying customer maybe.
And I know I'm going to take some shit from because some other stores will be like, oh, we blah, blah, blah. You don't know what you're doing. We do fucking 5 times the business on Free Comic Book Day than you could do.
He sounds like fucking Humpty Dance.
Oh, like, fuck you. Great for you.
So in advance, you like to tell other comic retailers. Fuck
Don't
you,
even
arrogant
bother.
pricks.
Don't even tweet that's the best day of the year for you because I don't give a shit.
Right.
It does. It good for you. You know what? If it is your best day of the year, try to fucking do it on some other days then. So it's not you only do good on one day a year then, sucker.
Mm-hmm. When I worked in Westwood, The second year I was there, we didn't do it because I found the same thing. People would just come in and they wanted and they wanted multiple copies too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them.
Well, I mean, that's the deal. You're supposed to.
Whatever they
You're not
want.
supposed to limit it. You like if there's a free comic book day Spider-Man issue, Hulk, Thor, they can get one Spider-Man, one Hulk, one Thor.
Okay.
They can get not just one title,
right,
but they can't grab like 15 Spider-Mans though, or 15 Green Lanterns because the Green Lantern was a big issue that year, and you weren't, we don't want anybody grabbing a complete 100, like 100 of them because they were going for eBay on a couple days later, like for money.
Do you think they take a lot? Who does it? Does all the companies?
Well, and it was a good idea. I think that the industry. It was a
they
novel
need something
idea.
to pump.
It is
life
something,
into it.
and they tried, but it doesn't work here. Or I'm just not built to give it away for free. It's one of the two, probably
Or
a
get into that
combination of
festive
both.
attitude that's required.
No,
to,
I'm not. I could be festive.
Can you?
Sure. I mean, I'll tell you, man. There's plenty of times I get happy when people come in and buy something.
Well, yeah, like the $200 lady.
Yeah, I was.
It's got to take more that, like, you have to be festive for the sake of like the feeling and watching. Like a truly festive guy would watch how happy those termites were carrying their comic books off, and you'd be like, "Wow, that warms my
I
heart."
can't walk around with
Fucking sucker.
I
Not
walk around with in a state of oblivion.
It's so weird that like the way things change. Like when we were in high school, it's like you got points taken off your grade if you didn't take a shower. Like they forced you into the showers naked with other guys, and now you couldn't even take a shower if you want to.
Why? They've taken that out of gym?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Isn't that Suzanne? Isn't that what Hunter said?
What?
That you can't take a shower anymore after gym.
Why?
Like, they don't use the showers anymore.
What's the reason why?
I guess because they don't want a bunch of fucking boys naked in the showers together.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
It was good. It was okay for decades. Why now?
But there's lots of shit that... Dude, I didn't make the rule. What are you fucking looking
Well, why
at me
wouldn't you
for?
do a little bit more investigation? That seems very
Because
strange.
I'm just like, what do you mean?
Why do you believe
Boys
in
aren't
that
allowed
face?
naked together? He's like, whoa, calm down. No! Rarely do I stand up. Suzanne, get my soapbox.
You never know what's going to set him off.
It would just seem weird if I delved any deeper.
Well, you don't think, why do you take him at face value?
Because I don't think he's lying to me about it. Why would he lie to me? Why would he be like...
When we were his age, we lied about everything.
Yeah, he's not like that, though. Like, does he
and
think
that's the
that
same thing that your mom thought. Brian's not like that either. He doesn't lie. And you were lying left and right.
Sure, but I mean, I don't think something this random, like, just not him. It just seems too, like, out there to be like, no, we're not allowed to gather
Nobody
together
questions
naked.
why, though? Doesn't even Hunter wonder why there's showers that can't be used?
I assume it's because they don't want, like, lawsuits. Like, they don't want...
What's the lawsuit?
Because if the gym teacher, you have a fucking adult looking at a bunch of fucking underage kids naked, it's weird. It is
It's
weird.
not
when you think
weird,
about
man,
it.
because now you're setting him up for, like, to think it's unnatural, though, to go...
Take a shower with
To take a shower with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, but, like, if he goes into the army or if he goes into the... right? I mean, why is that? Like, when you're taking a shower, it gets that locker room mentality, man. You're losing that. They're trying to, like, unmen
They're
the
pussifying.
boys.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the pussification? I don't think that taking a shower with other guys makes you more manly.
I'm not sure I agree with you on this one, buddy.
But there were also rumors when we went to high school that not the guys, but the girls' gym teachers, one of them at least.
What's the
was a
lawsuit? I'm
lesbian.
sorry. Can we just go right back? Where's the fear of lawsuit? Well, who's going to sue on what grounds?
Well, you
That
don't
I
know,
felt
like-
uncomfortable in the shower?
Well, no, like the last kid out was like, he fucking cornered me in the shower, or
Whoa, wait, what? So wait, the lawsuit is
with the
I was the
lawsuits
last
that are
kid-
out there. You think that's so crazy?
What, I want to know what you think anybody had a leg to stand on in court. Where is the lawsuit going to come in?
What if the teacher's like goes crazy and fucking starts touching the kids because he's seeing them naked?
Or does
That
he-
never happened since the beginning of school time when they had
You don't
indoor
know that,
plumbing.
no?
You don't think that ever happened?
I mean, come on, how many think teachers went crazy and started touching people?
I don't know.
I think you're. I
It
think
only
that
takes one
so,
time, though.
So like, what should we do? Well, you know what? There could be an accident outside. Maybe we should ban cars.
Not my Civic. Not my Honda Civic. I gotta
Like,
be
because
able to
something
drive that.
can happen or something could go wrong, we shouldn't do it. We should fucking walk around sweaty and fucking stinky because
I'm not saying that I like taking a shower when I went to school because I fucking didn't want to be sweaty and stinky.
you're the reason why they stopped doing it. You
Right.
liked it
I went
too much.
crazy and started going after everybody.
I would be disappointed if all those teenage girls weren't showering together. Ever since Porky's.
Wait a minute, is it just boys or girls?
I think it's both. I mean, I didn't do that much investigation,
do
obviously.
any-
Well, you gotta
seems-
know that. I just assumed the girls were allowed to shower together.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Suzanne,
Mom,
you
come
didn't
here.
ask any questions about this? You didn't find it interesting? Did you make this up?
No. No, I can't remember how it came up, but I think I was planning on hanging out on the roof of the school.
Tell me how, when you thought about it, did you ever walk into the shower? Did you have to shower in your school?
I had gym class last period, so I never did.
What,
you
throughout
able
your
to?
whole fucking high school career?
Yeah, it was last period.
So you never took a shower?
Most of the times I just skipped gym and went home.
Because of the shower?
No, just because I could either hang around here for another hour or I can go home.
So how did you pass gym if you never took gym?
Well, what you do is you go there for the roll attendance,
Roll
roll call,
Okay.
attendance, and then you just throw your shit and leave.
And no one noticed that you skipped a class.
I never got busted for it, and I skipped a lot of classes, especially senior year.
It's not possible in our school. How many kids were in the school that they can not notice somebody just
No, my
leaving?
graduating class was like 235 people.
This doesn't.
But they
seem-
didn't all take gym at the same time.
How
right?
on earth could you get away with just skipping class for your whole entire school career?
I mean, I wouldn't say I skipped it 100% of the time, but I skipped it a lot.
Was there showers in your school?
Yeah,
People took the showers?
I assume so.
Did anybody ever wonder why Q is so afraid to take a shower?
So much so that he's running home.
Well, I don't think that anybody that took that class took showers because you were just going home anyway.
Right.
So
If you wanted to, were you able?
yeah, sure. I don't know why you would. You're about to go home. You can shower there without some dude looking at your junk.
Well, maybe.
Who was looking at you though? No, I never saw anybody looking.
You showered
Yeah.
in a community shower?
In high school, yeah, you had to. You got points taken off.
Yeah, you did. That's what I mean. I think it's weird that it's made that full 180 to now like you're not allowed to. Showers are shut down.
But you thought, to me, it was always like that. Like, of course, being at that age, all you're thinking about is the opposite sex, right?
Yes.
So, like me, I'm getting ready to go into walk into my shower, and I'm thinking, 100 feet away, they're doing the same thing in the other locker room, and it's like,
So now you got a big soapy hard on?
Yeah, I was going to say that's how he justified his erection.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I'm thinking about that.
It's not the 25 naked dudes in front of me.
I should get extra points for this.
They actually called it the Flanagan law. No more showering.
That never crossed your mind?
No.
Oh, yeah, that would always be like, wow, it's so weird, because right behind that wall, they're doing the same thing.
Right now, I like that. That idea is doing it for me.
Right, isn't it?
It
When you
sure
think about
is,
it,
yeah.
it's like it's amazing when
Go
you
get me
think
some
about
soap, Ning.
No, that's great.
That was a big thing, though, getting thrown into the girls' locker room or getting thrown into the boys' locker room.
Yeah.
If you're a girl, and you think about it, like getting thrown into the girls' locker room, like why would you fight it so hard? Because people did fight to not get thrown in.
Well, you don't want, because you're going to get in trouble. No one's
Right,
going to
but I
believe you
mean-
got thrown in there.
I guess, but if other
Not when
people
you're
saw-
going head first.
Mhm.
Looking around and shit. You know?
I'd base it with
That's how I'm on the ground, just worming my way through and shit. It was against my will, girls. There was a guy I remember one time. I won't say his name, but you'll know him.
I'll know.
And he had a heart on.
No.
I swear to God.
That was a legend.
No, I saw it. I saw it with my own fucking eyes. I saw him. Because guys were pointing.
Why
out,
the
like,
fuck were you
look,
fucking
they're going,
jerking?
He has a heart on and all this other shit.
Come
And it was.
on.
I swear.
How do you know it wasn't- that was just
I
his
swear
normal
on Sage's
stance?
eyes.
But how do you not know
this
that was
happened.
his normal state of mind or state of
What,
fucking...
half
That he had half a fucking heart on?
Yeah.
It was all chubbed up and fucking sticking up a little? I don't know. Do you know anybody that's their normal state?
I don't know, but there's no way I believe that, though. Like, how closely were you guys looking at it? To tell
How
that.
fucking closely do I mean, it's not like... Yeah.
Is this thing semi-hard or all the way
I have my
hard?
magnifying glass out.
There's no way that's true.
It's 100%
What's
true.
not true that he had a hard on?
Yeah, I think somebody
you
just
just
started
told
that
us-
rumor. What? I know what else.
What's
I never.
that?
Why isn't that true? Why couldn't the guy have a?
Because I think that was because he was a target. He was definitely a target.
He was a target, but I'm telling you, I saw it.
Somebody
with my
started
own
that
eyes,
rumor and it
people
just
were,
grew
like,
into
saying shit.
a legend.
Don't you? Like, I'm telling you. I just swore on my fucking niece's eyes that it happened and I was there. I swear. It really did happen. No,
I think you
it's not true.
You convinced yourself
I'm gonna defend this fucking nameless, faceless person. No one knows who the fuck he's talking about.
Because it's just nobody would allow that to happen, even if you were fuking turned on by such a sight.
Walt finds it easier to believe the vortex exists
Yeah.
than the fact that this kid might have a hard on.
Yeah. Mother Teresa's a warrior of like, a fucking whacked out.
What about
tart
you, man?
having a hard on.
What about you?
No, I mean,
High school.
The option was open to take a shower, but nobody ever did.
Nobody ever did. Why do you think? Why is everybody so nervous?
Well, hey, that's what Brian said. You want to be with a bunch of naked dudes taking a shower. You're self-conscious.
But there's what? It's a locker room, though, man. You think that the players in the NFL are like, oh, I don't want to take a shower. My fucking teammate might see me naked. I mean, that's so
Right, but they're
weird.
adults.
Yeah,
they're adults. You're talking about a bunch of insecure 13, 14, 15.
This is how you become secure. You walk in there,
Not
nothing
everyone
on.
has
You're
a fucking
totally
foot-long
Check out
fucking
my
cock
dick,
like this.
boys.
Yeah.
But this is how you become. You walk in there naked. What's more building of there's nothing left
fucking
to
Probably a
hide.
million things.
The dude looked like a fucking seal, though, until he was 18.
Yeah, come on.
How's he walking in confident? He's constantly talking of microphallus. He's got no fucking hair. They think he's a fucking weird, alien or some fucking genderless
When you
freak.
jump in there.
Yeah. I know how I'll build my confidence. I'll take off all my clothes and fucking saunter on into the men's shower.
But if you could walk into a what's it called? A shower. It was like a dorm of showers. It was like a row of showers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would walk in there with your head held high.
Your helmet and your head held high.
I mean, what else can you? How else can you fucking just defeat that?
Well, isn't it
Awkwardness.
gross, too?
What do you mean, getting athlete's foot and shit?
Yeah.
I thought they were clean. I don't remember them
Yeah.
being dirty.
It wasn't a row in my high school. It was like a post.
It was everyone had to congregate under one shower head.
it was like a shower area with no curtains or anything. It was just one.
No, there's no
Right,
curtains.
and then there was posts, 3 posts with shower rings around.
So it was like a prison.
So
Did you go to school in a prison?
Right, so everybody was standing around instead of showering. I don't know if you want to.
Everybody, you know what though? We're all the same though. There's nothing to fucking worry about.
Some people are more sane than others, dude.
Sane? No, I said same.
That's what I said.
Oh,
I remember they made fun of one guy because he was a fucking ginger and he had this big old shock of. It looked like he had Bozo's wig on his cock,
Who's that?
crazy. What's his name?
another legend.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Well, I didn't never
Not
saw
denouncing
it.
that
See, you
one.
know what though? I'm walking in. My eyes are up. I'm not worried about who's got a half heart on or fucking bozo hair over their cock.
well, you should have been.
I'm worried.
You never know when they're going to
I'm worried
strike.
about getting clean and getting out and putting my clothes on and getting to class. Not everybody's fucking wandering around like, what's this guy got? What's this guy doesn't have?
That's why you don't want me watching you fucking shower. 'Cause what if you got, you got a little shrinkage that day, and then
I mean,
next day I'm like, hey, Walt Flanagan's got a fucking 1 incher.
I mean, how horrifying would it be to catch somebody seeing your eyes fucking going down where they shouldn't have been? Eyes up, man. Simple rules.
Straight and level, buddy.
I wish you had told me back then.
I didn't think I had to tell you such a rule.
Nah, I
I thought Edgar would have sat you down.
I thought it
Son,
was
don't look at other man's cocks. Sunday, Jeff. What,
See
you
later
leaving?
Sunday.
I opened today.
Walt had him come down to open the store. Settle up to the mic
When's
Sunday.
Boss Day? When's National Boss Day?
It's every day for you.
I'll look it up for you while you're here.
Tell me what it is, because I've never fucking gotten anything from you.
Wow.
And I've got to be the best boss you've ever had. Right?
I don't know. I never see you.
Isn't that the best boss there is?
That's a good boss.
It is.
I let you do what you do because I know you can do it. And I don't ever step in and get in and interfere. And I'm like,
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. You just missed it, too. October 17th, 2011. Not too,
I think you could skip on a scale of 1 to 10. Rate me right now. Be honest, I can handle it.
I would say.
Well, hold on. You got to figure out what. Yeah, you're gonna have
Don't
to.
fucking poison the well on
I'm
me.
not, but
you're
there's-
trying to be like, whoa,
I never
hold
worked
on.
with him, so it's like.
Well, the
I don't have a
criteria,
boss.
though. The criteria, it's like you're not just going to give a general overview, are you? Like first, you're going to have to break it down into categories. What categories?
Break down the
should-
categories. What would the categories be?
I don't know. Bryce seems to want to.
Okay,
Friendliness?
so he's going to judge. He's going to judge Walt on. Let's
Communication
say.
skills.
Yeah, I was going to say positive. What the fuck is it called? Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Oh, I tell you all the
1 to
time.
10.
You're the wolf.
I like how you like rate me, but then you like
Tells me to shut up, and then pleads his case. Then pleads his case.
let's.
I'll say 8 on that.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
An 8?
Communication. Come on. Are there ever been a time when you fucking didn't know what I was talking about, or didn't know what I want, or you were hazy? What will Walt want in this situation? Come on, man. It's got to be a 10.
8.
No way.
You're
Tell
gonna
me,
give it an
why is it not a 10? Give me an instance why it's not a perfect score.
How long was I here for today? Hour and a half.
Well, that's not positive reinforcement.
Oh, I thought it was about communication.
I thought we were talking
Communication, which one?
communication.
Oh, okay. Oh, communication.
Positive reinforcement or communication is about?
All right, give me positive reinforcement. You get an 8?
Well, that's what I thought he was talking about. I didn't
Okay,
think-
all right. 8?
Yeah, I'll give you an 8.
8 on positive reinforcement. Oh, wow,
8 out of a 10.
Well, you're impressed with that, Q?
I'm impressed with
Take
that. I'd take that an 8.
He's not going to be happy unless he's getting all 10s.
Across the fucking
Get
board.
to the real good ones.
All right. What's an instance where you wish that I was a little bit more positive? And did you do something that I didn't notice or something? And you got all fucking sour pants?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you notice anything, so it doesn't matter.
Jeffrey, what's wrong?
I could change the
I
address.
don't know.
I
Walt didn't notice that I rearranged the counter.
could change the locks to the door. I don't think you'd notice.
Whoa, he's saying you're hardly here, man.
Jesus
I'm here all the
Christ.
time.
What were you talking to me when I came in about waking up early today? It's tough, isn't it?
Communication skills.
It's number.
Yeah,
I can't really blame him. You can't really blame him for today. It's like we were told.
No, but you know what? I'll give him that as far as like thinking ahead, whatever that would be. So he wanted to make sure that somebody was here to at least cover the store. So
In case we
Yes,
went
that's-
to, usually it goes well past what they say it's going to be.
as far as planning, I give him a 10 then for that because he planned ahead.
These are some high scores.
What do you give a presentation? What would you give him? Like the way he shows up dressed to work.
4.
4. You give him?
Maybe you should go shopping with me,
That staff shirt looked nice.
The
like
staff
that
shirt looks
staff
good.
shirt.
Wait a
right?
minute. So you're telling me that like a guy who works like a grease monkey garage is going to fucking tell me that my fucking clothes are not up to snuff?
They're still in uniform. They still have some kind of something that's representing their company.
I'm wearing a Devil's jacket.
If somebody
you're not impressed with a Devil's jacket?
Yes, I am. But I'm saying if somebody came in here,
In his
not
personal
knowing
life, he's
you, not knowing
impressed.
you, they would never know you worked here. They'd
They
be
would think he's about to
it's like
rob the store.
anybody work here? Like, oh, I do. The one with the devil's hat on.
Because
Oh, wait a minute.
because he's not dressed professionally and he's not ready to approach.
What
the
should I be
customer.
wearing?
That staff shirt. I like
tux?
that staff shirt. Professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
Look nice.
So what'd you give me on my professionalism? What was it?
No. As far as the way
you're dressed, you
four.
get a 4.
4?
4.
Below average.
Below
That's
average.
well
on that
below
one.
average.
Well, 5 is average. How much? 1's below average. Well below average.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's hurting you and Mike's performance here?
No. I don't work with them anyways anymore, so it's just like I don't think
What
we
would
have
you
ever
do?
worked
Give
together.
me give me my best 3 assets and my things, three
Well,
things
needs
that you would
improvement.
change.
3
Yeah.
things he
Needs
needs to
improvement.
change.
Needs improvement.
Well,
As a
the way
boss.
he dresses doesn't leap to mind right away.
That's one of them. But as far as, but again, I don't work with them during the day. This is more of a question that you would ask Mike. Mike works with them constantly. You know, I'm flying solo on Sundays.
You don't hear around.
Not anymore. I'm going to come in now where me and you're going to work together until
That's what I like
I
to
get
hear.
all 10s.
Dedication 10. There you go.
Like, do you ever have customers coming in and complaining about Walt? Like, where's that other guy? That bitchy guy who doesn't know how to dress nice.
Actually, there is. There's. I had 2 people say something about that.
Complain about the way he dresses?
Grumpy fuck that's behind the camera.
Really?
No.
Was it Ming and Brian?
I don't know. I mean, judging from what he said, he probably should have gotten you a little something, Walt.
I didn't even know there was a boss day.
Oh, there's all kinds of days here, dude. There's World Stroke Day.
Employee day.
You probably missed that. World Mental Health Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, Leif Erikson Day, Teachers Day. It's all sorts of shit.
He'd be a cool boss. I mean, if every boss was like this, like him,
Well, you never
it'd be a nice, be a great place to work. The whole world would be
You prefer
great.
him to the boss that you have at your other place of employment?
It's just, no. Well. Oh, what'd you just say?
Who's better boss?
Oh, there's
Who are
no
you?
question about it. It's like having him as boss, like not even having boss at all.
Because he just leaves you alone. Except for when it's like, bring this back.
As long as
bring this
everything
back.
gets done, there's no reason to bother anybody. So get off their back and let them do their work, and there's never any problem.
Would you
then you
point
don't
at
get
it?
one.
Is Sunday Jeff the perfect employer, or would you point at some places that he needs improvement?
He complains a lot about things that are insignificant, in my opinion.
Complains of stuff
The cable
store
is
related.
now out. The cable has been out for a while, and
It's not out.
What is wrong with it? Tell us what's
You
wrong.
need that
You
converter
didn't pay the
box.
bill.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the cable
Oh, that box.
doesn't work now.
I know what you're
And
talking about.
I've never watched TV here, so I don't care if the cable's out. But I guess he wants to watch football on Sunday when he's here, Sunday Jeff. So he's been giving me a hard time about that, and I'm like,
Get in the box.
"Fuck you, man! Turn it off and fucking wait on somebody."
Get to work.
Yeah.
All right. So he wants to watch football too much.
Yeah, I watch a lot.
That would be it, though.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that focus more on the customers, less on the Sunday scores. And you'd be a perfect.
I listened to the
employee.
radio yesterday. I was content with the radio.
I don't think
He's
you
back
should
in the
have music
50s
on
now,
either.
like a little transistor
No
radio.
music?
No music either. I think you're easily distracted by the music too.
He starts dancing and shit.
I put the disco ball on.
What kind of music? Well, he only plays like movie scores and stuff like that, right?
He's a real classic rock guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's
I like everything.
awful.
Lady Gaga? You like Lady Gaga?
Chases out the customers.
I just think we should paint a better picture of Brian working at Domino's with me as
He's
his
got to do
coworker.
it. He's got to do it.
This is a good story.
All right, go. You got the
We
story.
worked at Domino's together very shortly, right? It was
I
pretty
lasted
short.
2 days, I think.
All right.
And I lasted 3 maybe, and that third day was when Walt happened to see his former coworker. It's a state of embarrassment.
We applied for the jobs, and we had to go out and buy Dickies, like pants,
Right.
like these blue pants, like these work pants.
Yeah, like a lot of times, like they look like janitors wearing
Yeah,
shit. You know?
So we had to invest in that, and I remember I had to go. I didn't have any. I didn't have a job.
That's
so.
money out of our pocket.
Yeah, so I had to borrow the money from my mom to go buy the Dickies to work. And I remember her giving me a hard time, being like, "I'm not giving you money for these pants because you're not going to last more than a day."
She
You're
knew.
not- yeah, she goes, "You're never going to want to do this." She goes,
You're
"Don't-"
wrong.
I go,
You're wrong about me.
Domino's forever.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That? Look at this 401k plan they offer. And I could become a manager there, Mom.
Yeah.
I could be somebody.
Do you know they'll give me back 10% of college tuition?
Right now, there's somebody listening to this as they deliver
I work at
Domino's.
Domino's.
Just drive off the fucking road.
No, I mean, obviously you can make
Sure.
a career out of it, but for whatever reason, my mom was like, "You're not going to last. I'm not giving you the money." I was like, "No, really." And then she was like, "All right, I'll give you the money, but do not throw that tag out, and do not, I want the receipt because I know I'll be bringing them back." And so I got the pants. I wore them for 2 days, and then I had to give them back to her with the tag back on and give her the receipt.
Hangdog look. You were
I was
right.
like, I don't want to do this, but I remember
It's horrific.
Well, it's not horrific. It's just
Listen to what he's about to say. Tell me it's not fucking horrific.
so we applied together because we didn't have jobs at the time, and we're thinking, I don't know what we were thinking. We're never going to see each other. We're always going to be out on runs.
Yeah, I think we thought that
gonna
maybe
drive
we would.
around
Yeah, we would drive around together.
Co-pilot and share the tips, and I don't know what.
I don't know why we thought we'd be spending way more time together than we actually did. Yeah.
So we get in there for training, and we have a guy who's, as he should be. He's in charge. He's training us. He has to present a picture that it's important.
Right.
You're supposed to take it seriously.
Probably killing his soul too.
He's in charge of killing our souls.
When you get a call, and when and you're going out on a run, you're coming back for a run. When you park your car, you run back into the store.
Mm-hmm.
You run out with the pizza. We want people running in and out, make it look like, like we're really hustling. We want to present that hustling image.
Hey, this was not a suggestion.
Now, I don't know why you were still being trained 3 days later.
I was in the remedial program.
Because I had quit and he had stayed on. And I drove by the Domino's just to see if I could see him.
With Debbie, right?
With my now wife, but we weren't
You're killing it.
That's how much you missed me.
Oh, you're killing me.
So we park. I go over and I said, just pull over to the side of the road. I just want to see if he's in there before. And I was just like, and as we're pulled over to the side of the road, the door swings open. There's a pizza to be delivered. Because at this point we hadn't seen each other run. We hadn't shamed ourselves in front of each other. And we were trained at different times to run. And I saw him.
You saw me running.
I saw his soulless body, dead inside, run out while the coach or the trainer,
the team
was like,
leader,
go, like pumping him up as he ran with a bag full of pizza. With the tightest pair of Dickies I ever saw.
That's what you said stuck out. Wasn't it Debbie that was like, why are his pants so tight?
Yeah. My wife goes, ooh. Why is his pants so tight? I was like, I don't know.
You didn't mention.
Bigger tips? I don't know.
Oh my God.
At first he didn't know it was me. He's like, who's that young go-getter?
Brian would never run like that. Oh no.
I hope my eyesight's failing. No, it's him.
I saw him run out, holding pizzas as if he was holding like the case that held the button that you press a bomb to go off in or something.
Yeah, like somebody was getting a kidney transplant, and I have it in that box, like my mother. It's just like a loved one.
Oh my God.
And I was like, wow, he bought into it.
Yeah.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
I bought into the fucking
Oh my
the
God.
Domino's philosophy.
We never told you this, Q?
No, and that is the funniest thing you've ever said in your entire life.
It's all true.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Well, what happened too was I think I quit like maybe a week after.
Oh, I don't
did.
even think. I think it was. I called
Maybe
you
a
that
day
night.
or
And I was
two?
like, I saw you running. And he was like, what? Where were you? And I was like, I wasn't running. I go, yes, you were. I saw you. I saw you running with your trainer as he was like trying to pump you up like to run.
Like somewhere people my age are like, they have an Olympic trainer that are like these are people that are going to win a gold medal potentially. And I'm like, maybe I'll get $1.
Oh my God.
And I think that that call was like, and then like the next day he goes, he didn't go to work. He quit. I took another job delivering pizza, not for a chain, no, but for a local pizzeria.
Right.
And it was real local. Like I could, it was like 2 seconds from my house. And I took the job, and I was just like, yeah, it could be a little extra money. I was working full time anyway, but I was like, I took the job solely because I thought I could make some good extra money and it'd be easy. I know every street in my town. I figured out like when I was doing Domino's, there was no like.
I learned the hustle. I got that down.
But there was no like satellite, you know. So like,
Right.
I'm on like here. It's on this street, and it was very stressful for me because they were like because my trainer would be like, all right, get us there. And I'm like, I don't know where the street is. I don't even in this town.
I drive a fire truck. I know. I drive a fire truck. I know.
What do you mean? Oh, don't you have like a?
We don't have GPS. We have a giant map
Why?
from the '60s on the
Why
wall.
don't you put GPS in that truck?
City of New York, bro.
How much would it cost to get your own, like, to bring your own GPS and put it in there?
Yeah, like your phone, even.
You don't have no time, man. You got to get out there. You're driving a
You
fucking.
got 15 guys in a truck, don't you? Be like, hey, Billy, fucking punch in a number.
No, they
can't
do.
look at
They're
the
getting
fucking
ready.
map.
They got their own
Who's too
shit
busy
going
up
on
on the
back
ladder
there.
looking for naked ladies?
Well, this was in an era where, like, all right, like,
Sure.
but like, okay,
Old school.
You're just trying to get to a fire. I got to get the pizza there. It's going to be in a half hour or less. It's going to cost me $3.
Yeah.
So, like, there was this giant map on the wall. Remember of the areas that we covered.
Yep.
And it was like it's on Little Shit Street. In Keensburg or whatever, and I'd be like, I don't know where that is. And he goes, here's on the map. You go left here, you go right here, you go right there. Remember that.
Every fucking street's pitch black. You can't see anything.
Yeah, and I'm like, so it's real stressful. So I figured it was one of the reasons why I quit, though, because I was like, I'm never gonna remember these streets. I don't know how to read a fucking map. I don't care how bad that sounds, but I don't know how to read a fucking map. So,
if I look anything like Brian, these dickies.
I don't give a shit. It ain't worth the stress. It's really if I'm losing my hair at this point. 2 days in the job. So I take this local one because I'm like, it'll be easy. I know every street in this fucking 2-mile town.
Right.
I should never get lost. So I take the job, first night to Sunday night. A lot of calls and a lot of money's coming in where I gotta like at the end of the night I have to like turn the money in.
Right.
I gotta keep track of what I owe and everything. And I made a big mistake at one of the houses up by where you live up on the hill. Mm-hmm. And I figured it out only when I got back to the place and I'm sitting there waiting for my next call. I'm counting money. I'm like, I fucked up. I gave that guy back $30. Should have given him back $5. I don't know. I'm like, again, I'm stressing out because like I'm not new at this. So I'm like, I got to get back up there on my next call and tell the guy I need my money back.
Right.
You know how fucking now it's going to go over. I knock at the door like an hour later. I'm like, hey, remember me? Remember you thought you made $30 on that pizza? I need that money back. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, I need that money back. I go, I gave you the wrong change. And he goes, no, you didn't. I go, look, you know I did. I saw your face and I gave it to you. And that's why I knew that something was fucked up because of the way you looked at me. And he goes to his wife, did he get back $30 too much? She goes, yeah. Like, she didn't know what to say. And she was like, she goes, yeah, you did. And I go, oh, were you? I guess you were going to call, I said, right? And she goes, yeah, we were going to call.
Let him exit gracefully.
So they gave me the money back. I go back down there and I get everything squared away. I think that fucking hurdle's closed. I don't have to worry about anything. Going out for the night, like closing down and everything. And they're like, okay, you got to clean this up now. You got to clean now. I'm like, I thought I was just driving. They're like,
right.
no, drivers got to clean and do this and do all this shit work.
Yeah, same at Domino's. Like, at the end of the night, they're like, all right, boy, scrub the bowl. I'm like, seriously? I got to clean a fucking bathroom?
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely. They fucking had people cleaning the bathroom, yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Mm-hmm. Well, someone's got to do it, man. What are you
Right, yeah.
The new driver, I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
You were the trainer. Oh, yeah.
Trainer, wouldn't
Fuck
you?
yeah.
So they're giving me all this shit work, and I'm sweeping up, and I look at the chart for next week, and I see my name is not on there at all from like Monday through the next Monday. It's some other person's name, and I'm like, who's this guy delivering? And they're like, oh, that guy was on vacation. He's come back. I was like, so when am I working then? And they're like, oh, I don't know when you're going to, I mean, we'll call you when we need you. So I'm like, wait a minute. So you only hired me? So when this guy was on vacation? He's like, no, but, you know,
yes.
he's our guy. We'll call you when we need you. And I was just like, well, then I'm out of here then. I go, I'm not going to clean up all this shit.
Right.
I go, and they're like, what, you're not going to clean up? And I was like, no, I'm not going to clean up. I go, I'm not going to clean up because they didn't want to clean up anyway.
So you're not going to clean up?
They were dumbfounded. And they were like, well, do you want to get paid? And I go, are you saying you're not going to pay me for the hours I worked? Well, then do you want to get paid? Because I got all the fucking money from all the runs.
Nice.
And they were just like, they just slammed the book down and started going through the book to see all the runs I went on,
Right.
like his receipt book. And he was just like, I need $168 you owe me.
Right.
I had to give him $168 and then I left.
Wow.
And in his fucking mind, Walt's the asshole.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
right.
really fucking
They hired
shocking.
me under the assumption that I was going to be their guy, but they just wanted someone to fill in while some other guy was on vacation.
Good for you, man. Fuck them.
Yeah.
They make good pizza there?
No, they were a fucking bunch of racist fucking jerk-offs, though.
Really?
Yeah, they were telling me I only worked there like 3 days, but one of the days was a holiday, and I remember this was really fun. I have no like a barometer or any experience with like what's it called? Not a racist, but when you hate like
Bigot?
yeah, bigotry. Like in terms of this was a level I had never heard of before. They start complaining. The guy who owns the place is like, it's real slow today. And he goes, it's just so fucking slow. And I was just sitting there watching TV, and it was a Monday because it was a holiday, and there was a football game on. It was a Monday night, and I'm watching the game, and he's like sitting there, and he goes, "You know why it's so slow?" And I really didn't care, but I'm just like, "Huh? You know why it's so slow?" And I think about it. We're in a fucking shitty ass little town in the fucking middle of central Jersey.
Yeah, you make crap pizza.
You make crap pizza. He goes, because of the Jews. He's dead serious. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, Jews control everything. Because they shut it down today, man. They, it's like they control everything. They control commerce. Today's the day. They're on holiday, so everybody suffers. And I'm sitting there going, what?
I can't even do the math on that. Like,
I couldn't even begin to swallow what he was talking about. And I was just like, oh, yeah, well, I didn't know that. I was going,
the Jews, you say.
Yeah, I learned something today.